Welcome back, everyone. How we doing tonight? Loving it. Dude, you guys being active in the chat right from the beginning. I love that. I saw the first message from Tails literally the second that I pressed the button to go pre-live. That's awesome. Let me set the volume here, and we've got a familiar face back with us tonight. Aria has returned. So some of you guys may not have even seen Aria before if you're newer to the stream.
Since like episode 3.
I think it was like episode 7 or 8 maybe. But Aria had to leave at the beginning of the semester and has been absent for a while due to school scheduling one of his classes right in the middle of our session. How inconsiderate of them. So Aria has returned. We have actually mentioned Mishka several times in the last several episodes. Aria was the player of Mishka, and so now he is back with a new character. So yeah, we are ready to get started, and feel free to just ask anything that you need catching up on.
I will ask you a lot of questions.
I'm sure. I know
have a girlfriend.
I've tried to.
I know. I watched the ending of last episode.
I don't know how it happened, but I got one.
Technically kind of two. He just chose the other one.
Yo, money over power.
I mean,
money in this world equals power.
Which one's which though? I mean, is Reese power? I mean, politically.
Well, I could tell no.
Lanfear's got a hell of an arm, but you know.
I remember my jaw still hurts.
Yeah. So anyway, so when we last left the group, you guys had swooped into Pandora on the back of Flammy in the dead of night.
Swoop.
Yes. Dropped unceremoniously. Everyone had made the dexterity saving throw when Flammy pulled her landing stunt. Everyone made the dexterity saving throw except for Reese, who kind of tumbled unceremoniously to the ground and get this thing going here. There we go.
Oh, I almost made it in the box.
Box ain't empty.
I know.
There is a trash bag right over here, guys, so he's not just flinging them. But, let's see. So everyone else manages to make the landing pretty easily. But at this...
Do you need room?
Hmm?
Do you need any room? I can make some.
No, I'm good for now.
Okay, I'll just leave it there.
But at this point, though, Reese, as you pick yourself up off the ground...
I look at Gorda and I say, weren't you going to catch me?
No.
Wow.
I was up front, you went back.
Plot twist.
Very angrily, she just gets up and like dusts herself. Tries to shake it.
And you guys see Flammy swoop back up into the air and disappear off into the night sky. You hear a bit of a commotion from Pandora Castle as some of the guards caught sight of her on the way.
What the hell?
But otherwise, the town is very quiet.
Wanna go get drunk?
Sure.
Let's go.
Heading for a tavern?
Yeah.
You got money. You paying this time.
No, I don't.
You got money.
You got more than I do.
Still got money.
Vale, where you at?
Oh, right.
Makes all the money and disappears.
Nail turns around and suddenly he's in a pimp hat and sunglasses. And,
With the cane.
yeah.
Never feels good to be a gangster.
So you guys head for the nearest tavern, and you recognize the signage of the right place just being taken down, as they seem to have just finished up for the night.
I'm I'm not going to the right place anymore. Last time I went, I couldn't enjoy it.
You have money now. You can obviously enjoy it.
No, not that reason. I had to share it with a fucking dwarf.
Yes, stamped. Bernard is out again this week. He has his brother's wedding to attend.
Yeah, that douchebag. Talking about Bernard, not the brother. That bugs me.
The number of dice?
What?
It's uneven.
Yeah.
No, give it back. That's mine.
Oh.
I bought it.
We're trying to make it even for you.
Let's see.
But the
Make like a pyramid?
music in the tavern
Absolutely.
has stopped for the night, and it's quiet. There's still a bartender and innkeeper in there, but they're kind of wiping the counters down and putting a lot of things away.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, sir.
The pride worked.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do? We're just going to bed. Okay.
I could use the long rest.
Okay. That's right. Well, no, you've had a long rest, but
I need a longer one.
stamped. Take the cheeseburger or perish.
No, you see, by giving him the cheeseburger, now I'm going to get advantage on all my rolls. So,
I bought it. Technically, I get the advantage.
true.
All right. So, the next morning. Well, next morning, what would you guys prefer to do?
Magic shop.
Oh God, of course, of course.
Hey, my mouth was full.
We're at an actual good town for magic shop.
That is true. And I just noticed my volume settings are off on this one a little bit, so let me fix this. 15, 11, 9. Right there should be good. Yay, magic shop. Yeah, okay, stamped. Let's see.
Reese is going to follow you. As you enter, she's going to whisper, I'm not letting you steal again.
I didn't steal.
I completely forgot about that.
Did I make it?
Mhm.
I couldn't even see.
Off the backboard.
Sweat.
Alright, so, yeah, you go find a magic shop.
Okay.
And walking in, nice bustling morning for business. Looks pretty busy. You find some sling bullets, +3, blowgun needles, +1 ammunition, potion of fire giant strength.
I'll take that. How much?
It is rare, so let's see, I believe that puts it at
Quite a bit.
minimum of 500.
I've yet to calculate my other stuff, and I left that one at home.
Didn't Quota get kicked out of a magic shop a while ago for talking back to the clerk?
I wasn't talking back.
They've both been kicked out of their fair share of shops.
No, mine was a bar.
Technically,
you
that
got,
is still
you
a
got
shop.
kicked out of a shop in like episode 4.
No.
Yeah.
You have it clipped?
You want to argue with the
I have
DM.
the VOD.
Then maybe.
It was before you guys went to Castle City Chad. It was back in Ember Mountain. Anyway, Mishko would be like, yes, you did. So anyway, potion of fire giant strength. I'm gonna say they're asking 700 for that. Potion of frost giant strength, same price. A potion of gaseous form, 600. Potion of greater healing, 300.
Go to my pictures now, just so I can.
A potion of healing, 50. A potion of heroism. I'm not going to say unless you want it. Potion of superior healing,
Do you have the
500.
picture of the notebook? Did you take the whole thing or just your side?
Just my side.
Damn it.
A rod of security,
You have like 5 platinum.
and a spell scroll of mage armor.
What's a rod of security?
I don't know. It's listed as very rare.
It's probably a rod you stick in the ground and it covers you with a shield or something.
And a cloak of elven kind.
Elves don't exist.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Reese, do you have any reaction?
She can't read my mind.
Is it like fairies where if you say they don't exist, they like start dying? Yeah, I believe.
Okay, 5e rod of security. Oh, hey!
Ooh.
Stamped. Thank you so much for the. Thanks so much for the $1. Appreciate
That's for the cheeseburger.
it.
He tipped for a cheeseburger.
Aha, we have a witness. I was rewatching the VODs on YouTube. I remember that. Okay, so the Rod of Security. While holding this rod, you can use an action to activate it. The rod then instantly transports you and up to 199 other willing creatures you can see to a paradise that exists in an extraplanar space. You choose the form that the paradise takes. Could be a tranquil garden, lovely glade, cheery tavern, immense palace, tropical island, etc. Regardless of its nature, the paradise contains enough water and food to sustain its visitors. Everything else that can be interacted with inside the extraplanar space can only exist there. For example, a flower picked from a garden in the paradise disappears if it's taken outside the extraplanar space. For each hour spent in this paradise, a visitor regains hit points as if it had spent 1 hit die.
Did I buy something last week?
Also, creatures don't age while in this paradise, although time passes normally. Visitors can remain in this paradise for up to 200 days, divided by the number of creatures present. When the time runs out or you use an action to end it, all visitors reappear in the location they occupied when you activated the rod, or an unoccupied space nearest that location. The rod can't be used again until 10 days have passed. So, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
So if you had 10 of them, you could be immortal.
Mortal?
Immortal.
I mean, yeah. Because we got what? Last week we picked up what? 2 potions and what else? You
Where's your
remember?
notepad?
I left it at home because I was doing research for drivers.
And that item would go for 30,000 gold.
Skirt.
Oh, don't have that kind of money.
You got that kind of money, right, princess?
Sure, don't I, DM?
I have no idea.
How's your eye stand still?
Now, Mael does, but
We can use the money to steal it from Mail. We have a
that
route.
would be literally all of his money.
When's he gonna use it?
You do have a good point. Boat, what is up, man? How you doing?
I just want to borrow money from him so I can get that one freaking giant thing.
Now, Stamped, thank you so much. No, we do appreciate it. Everything helps. Just made an appointment for tomorrow. Yes, don't ever feel bad about that. Yes, look after yourself first. We have not had a chance to settle out how much money Reese has.
Small loan of 1,000,000 gold coin.
And currently Reese is not operating off of a full-blown character sheet, but a stat block for the moment until we get it finalized. What would put you on par with the others? I'd say you have maybe 15K.
Ooh. I don't know what I got.
On par, but still reflecting the character's wealthy upbringing.
How much was the security staff thing again?
30K.
Okay, never mind.
You have half.
So, unless we're attempting to negotiate with him or ask him to put it on layaway, there's not really.
Is that even a thing?
Release it?
Maybe you guys come up with the idea of it.
I'm rich.
I'll give you 37 gold now. I'll give you the rest later when we kill Thanatos.
I'll happily pay you tomorrow for a potion today. Speaking of potions, does the party have like healing potions and stuff?
No idea. I normally just run out there and my ring heals me.
Your ring does not have enough to heal you in combat. Yes, they do have some healing potions. And you did actually buy a few last week, as well as steal a few.
No, he stole a few. There's
saying-
still one left in that shop.
I'm saying you collectively.
I only stole the potion of animal friendship.
I want to know what I bought because I seem to have less gold than I thought.
I don't remember.
I don't either, and I don't have it on my thingy majig. I got a rich person drum. The one you gave me.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not thanking you.
Sorry, just making a note to myself on something I need to do before next week. I should be good there. It doesn't cover the cost of the contacts themselves, so I'm gonna see. I'm actually really looking forward to it since I'll finally have proper vision. Oh, I totally can relate with that.
Wish I could.
Have lenses?
I am blind
Proper
without
vision.
these. I can only see out to about here before it gets blurry. Anyway. So, we just leaving the shop, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we headed next?
Guess we'll go talk to, what's her name?
Luca.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so, at this point, Bernard sends a message to Luca letting her know that you guys are in town, asking where she is. She gives you directions. Let me identify where she's staying at. She's probably in the historic district, which is right here on the left, near the north side of town. So this is near that temple with the scholar that you guys had met with previously. So once you guys get there, heading inside, Luca seems to have set up a little bit of a workspace, if you will, and actually no. She's not inside the building. She's actually set up a workspace out near this pond next to the building, so that she can be around Undine and all that sort of stuff.
Sup, bitch?
Can I attempt to smack him behind the head?
Absolutely.
Is there a roll associated with that?
I would just say no.
Now the question is, do I feel it?
I mean, I was gonna say dexterity saving throw, but I don't think you really have a chance to dodge it. Yeah, you feel it.
That tickled.
So you want to try that again?
What's up, bitch?
Meanwhile, Undine turns to Luca and goes, "Okay, I really don't know what that means, but I swear I know it's bad. Why does he keep doing this?" Luca just goes, "Because it's quota." She kind of rolls her eyes.
Damn, I dropped the pen again. How do I do that? Damn it.
You're
Seriously?
You have
Try-
magical powers.
Again.
Failing dexterity saving throws in real life.
Well, I got my charger, but not the pen. Oh, that's because it rolled under. Oh well. I have no fear. I have more. Orange. Just because I'm going bright.
So Luca turns to you guys, welcomes all of you, and introduces herself to you, Reese. And you would have heard of Luca. Well-known figure from ancient legends and so on. And the fact that you're meeting her in person is a little bit surreal because you had heard that she disappeared a long time ago. But
We found her.
yeah, because you found the right place. So she introduces herself to you as well, and
Bruce probably just bows and doesn't say a whole lot.
okay,
Doesn't want to give a bad impression.
okay. So she turns to the rest of you and she says, "Your timing is actually very good. There seems to be a problem of some kind. I mean, we know generally about the threats posed by Tasnica and Stroud, but we've lost touch with our Western scouts. The ones out by the border. And then we've lost touch with a few troops stationed a bit further in. I've got a bad feeling, and I've tried scrying on Stroud, and I am seeing him being much more active lately in day-to-day, minute-to-minute orders. He seems to still be staying in the same place, but I think something's coming. I think there's forces moving. But without any scouts, we're blind."
This is the part where I tell her that the fact that it's probably Thanatos on his way here.
What makes you think that?
Because Stroud told me it was coming from the west.
Yes, but Stroud and Thanatos are no friends.
Yeah.
They hate each other, and Thanatos...
Lucky for us, Stroud's in the middle.
Exactly.
Unlucky for us, Stroud loses. That means he's part of that team.
Stroud's still alive, and he's still fine.
For now.
Yes, then what's attacking our troops? This is on the Pandora side of the border.
Oh. Have you done a roll call on those cat girls?
What cat girl? What?
Oh, never mind.
What, you mean the gladiator?
No, her sister. Long story, yo. She was
What?
at my mom's house.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I literally didn't know that.
She was at my mom's house. I don't know why, but she was.
Oh, her. We dispatched her over there to track you down to deliver all of the goods that you had requisitioned.
How'd you know where my mom lived, though?
She was tracking you.
The fuck?
Hold on. They knew where your hometown was. Sorry, she didn't say she was tracking you. They knew where your hometown was, and it's a small enough town that...
So everyone wants to track quota now. Well, do you want us to check it out, or do you just want us to stay here and...
It wouldn't hurt to check it out, but be careful, because there's more. We've had some western villages going dark. Haven't heard anything from out that direction. So we don't know how big this is. If you can check it out, I would say do so from the air. But my guess is when you invade a country, you head for the capital.
I'll pull out the drum.
Okay.
You guys have a drum?
A drum.
Oh.
We do
Reese-
have a drum, yes.
Reese actually gave Quota this drum. It
The rich
is
person's drum.
it is a very, 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 very old artifact that has been in the care of the Kingdom of Verlant, and its purpose is to its function is basically to call Flammy.
You were dumb enough to hand it to me.
I immediately regret that decision. Even though I didn't even make it, I regret that decision.
And then I start spinning it.
Okay. So you start spinning this drum on its little sling, and it starts making its it starts beating and pounding and everything, and you hear a roar off in the distance, and Flammy comes flying up and perches on one of the nearby walls.
Cool.
And you hear some panic and screams from some of the soldiers, and she just kind of looks over, and she's being very careful. She's not damaging anything, and
So there's nowhere for her to land over by the pond or in the pond?
Can she swim?
Dragon, dude.
Dragons might be able to swim.
she's
Probably bigger than the pond.
she's probably
Really?
up to the size of the pond.
Flammy, the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay,
So
maybe
has
she's
she-
not that big, but
How deep is the pond?
not deep.
So
It's a fishing pond.
Flammy can probably just like use it as a bathtub. Just sit in it.
More like a drinking well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, for the moment, yeah, there does seem to be enough room for. Is there a dragon pad? There does seem to be enough room in the area for her to come in and swoop down and sit down if she wanted to. But at the moment, she seems content to perch up there, and she kind of looks at you questioningly. And
Reese also looks at you questioningly.
I'll be back.
and kind of taking the idea, she goes ahead and carefully jumps down. And for a creature her size, she makes a surprisingly soft landing, marches over, and lowers herself to let you guys climb on.
As far as I know, I'm the only one going.
I'm not gonna
just
let
you?
you get it killed.
This thing is older than time itself. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine.
Famous last words.
Flammy kind of I don't want to say roars, but like kind of groans and makes some noises at you, and you kind of get the feeling she's saying something to you. But
I put 1 minute and I do my ritual.
You put my Google Translate.
My flammy translate that.
what was it that you said a minute ago?
I don't know. My flammy transit.
No.
You said a minute ago. That was within a minute ago.
Haha. I don't remember now, guys. What was it? I really don't remember now.
We were talking about going and checking out what's happening in the Borderlands. Why guards are disappearing? Why?
Well, yes,
what's happening?
yes, but there was something Quota said that basically Flammy was correcting you on.
That he's older than time himself.
Yeah. She goes, actually, I'm old, but I'm young. I'm really young, actually. I'm like 4 years old.
4?
Yes, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yet she also says she's very old.
Older than time, ladies and gentlemen. 4 years old.
That's why she's correcting you. Stan, 4 eons old.
Well, I mean, technically the campaign isn't for, like, the start of time is the start of the campaign. So.
The age of man. No.
Yep.
So, okay. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. She's like, oh.
You're still my big fluffy dragon. I wouldn't trade you for the world.
She's like, yeah, but I'm a young Flammy. Flammy is the name of the species as well as the proper name of this particular one.
So no one's ever given you a nickname?
I mean, maybe, but not that I remember.
I'm gonna call you Fluffy.
Fluffy?
Yeah.
Sure, it fits.
Does it?
Actually,
Or is it like covered
make
in
a
shells?
persuasion roll.
53 from Bernard. You said persuasion?
Yes.
Oh god, that's gonna be on the die. 7. I thought it was a 1 at first. I was like,
Yeah, somewhere Bernard grows an extra limb. Okay.
Go figure. Which is funny because he's in town with us. Just
Flammy goes, I don't know about that one. I'll have to think about this one.
I'll think of
I mean,
one.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, are they not coming?
Well, it's just gonna be you and me unless they, wave me down.
If you say
Try
so.
to stop me.
Where to?
Well, apparently there's, shit happening west of the border. Places going dark and shit. Let's go scout it out.
All right, let's go see. Let's go see. All right, so she takes off,
Yeet!
leaps into the
Guys, we just need to make a roll in order to attempt to, like, get on before they leave.
That'd be like athletics, right?
You do not have to make a roll to attempt that, but I would say because you didn't have time to get properly in position, you do have to make an athletics check to hang on.
20? Ah. Thank you.
20 on the die.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Since I critted, can I land in such a way that I'm in the primary seat and Koda is like behind me or something?
Okay.
I'm like on the horns, dude.
I push you aside with the natural 20.
Okay. So.
How
So
many horns
here's-
does this thing have?
Huh?
It has 2 horns or?
2 horns.
Well, I'm on the other horn.
I was sitting in the middle.
Yeah, he's
sit in the middle.
he's
I
basically
was gonna
holding on to
guide.
the horns like this.
See, the thing is, you don't know this country. I do, and you just pushed me off.
Oh, not off. You're still on the dragon.
Let's see.
Didn't want to murder you.
Let's see. What did that actually come out to on That would have been a 24. So, yeah, so you just put your spear away and you forward flip up over Quota as Flammy lowers her head to get ready to leap up, and that just gives you just the right angle to just right on top of her head, and she kind of does this for a second, kind of turns and
It's okay.
all right.
So
So-
she's technically in my lap now, or what's going on?
Yes!
That's what I want to know.
We're doing that.
I mean, yeah, basically, Reese's lap is or Reese's back is back against Quota's chest here. So, when is Flammy gonna come install some nice leather seats? Head pats for Flammy from Reese, nice. So yeah, you guys take off into the sky. Everyone else is like, wait, what? Did that? Okay.
In the background, you can hear, I can show you the world.
So, swooping off to the west, you guys soar over a lot of forests. And let me switch this over to
I
the
figured
map.
you have some of it blacked out.
Hmm?
Have some of it blacked out for where it went down.
For where what?
For where it went dark.
Oh.
It all
It
blacked
didn't
out.
literally go dark.
Yeah.
And
It's not a fog of war. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but the general gist of this is that as you fly out kind of northwest from the town, so here's Pandora City down here. You guys fly up northwest and probably veer off to more of a straight west. You're not seeing anything that's terribly out of the ordinary.
I don't see any smoke or anything. Or...
You don't see smoke. You don't see like rustling of trees and things like that. It's,
I pull out my broomstick and I drop down lower to get a better view.
okay. So pulling out one of the brooms of flying, where are you dropping down at? Like over a
Where is the
particular
edge of the area
edge of what area?
that they said was going out? Like what town? Like the closest town that just went out recently. See if I can see any movement on my flying fucking broomstick.
Probably right in here.
Alright, so yeah, I get like down to the edge and near the wooded areas, see what I can see.
Okay. So from here you can see the nearby town of, I'm just going to call it Alb. Yeah.
A Boston! A Boston. There we go. A Boston.
Oh, Pausen?
Albhausen.
There we
Oh,
go. Albhausen.
Yeah.
The bodybuilding country, yeah.
Yeah. So you see the nearby town of Alb, and it also looks normal, but you don't see any people. But-
I would say that's not normal.
Well, I mean, the buildings are standing. You don't see damage. You don't see any immediate evidence of a passing army.
Could it be magic based?
Potentially.
I throw a rock.
Okay. You throw a rock, and you hear the sound of it landing.
Alright. That it?
Yeah. You throw a rock, it lands. Were you throwing it at something?
I'm just throwing it in town, see if it stirred anything.
Start up some dirt.
The dirt got him.
I go back up to Fluffy.
Did you find anyone? Did you try knocking on any of the doors?
I throw a rock at one.
Nobody came out?
Just dirt.
Question. Would I be able to make some kind of history and or religious check to see if this has any other meaning? Like when people are missing but all the structures are still there.
You can certainly try.
It's the apocalypse.
10 plus. I have a plus 7 to history.
So 17.
Okay.
You're historically almost accurate.
You haven't heard of this happening before with people just disappearing into thin air. Or so it would seem. Seems to be what's happening at this moment, but
Ooh, 3 viewers have rated us.
oh, hey, Mrs. Smith, thank you for the raid.
They covered the rating us.
Hey guys, welcome. Glad you're here. We're covering this little D&D session right here in building up to next week's season finale for this campaign. So yeah, glad you're all here. But yeah, you have not heard of this phenomenon happening before. You don't really recall any history regarding something like that. Closest you can think of was actually involving Thanatos long ago, when a lot of people left the main section of the town that they were in, which actually ironically was Pandora City, and went to these old ancient ruins where Thanatos was at the time based. But that was a very, very short trip. And so if that was something that was happening now, you would have found some signs of them. You would have seen them on the road or something.
But these guys just up and poofed, from what it seems like.
From what you have gathered so far, that is the conclusion that you would reach.
Alright, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna head back and get the others. I'm gonna go investigate some more.
Don't get yourself killed.
No promises. Who knows, I might come back smarter.
This little in-joke referencing Arya's campaign at one time, which was the very first stream that we did.
That was a great
Almost a year
campaign.
ago.
Campaign I tried to be a bard.
No, the campaign before that.
Oh yeah.
Quota the first.
Quota the brave, but quota the dumb. Quota is coming with the gun.
What? How did that song go? Curtis the moron, he is the dumbass of the group. Can't play worth shit, nor land a hit. What a failure in life.
I landed my hits on walls.
Tails says, make sure there's no dust around the ground. Hopefully no one snapped recently. So, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna keep investigating.
Okay.
As in, I'm probably gonna enter the town.
Okay.
I will attempt to get the rest of the party.
Okay. So you're able to fly back to Pandora City and swoop down into town, gather the rest of the party. They come back with you. Yes.
Actually, since I'm there, can I use the time to ask if Luca has heard of anything like this?
Sure. Luca says
Hello.
that's very, Strange. That almost sounds like they were killed in their homes or something. I hate to be that morbid. I hope that's not the case. No signs of forced entry or anything?
Nope.
That's very...
To be fair, I just now entered the town as y'all left, so you don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna very confidently say nope.
That's very disconcerting. I'll look into it and I'll see what I can find. Be careful out there. So you're able to gather up the rest of the party, and they now know what they're dealing with, assuming that Elsinore...
They want to go.
Yeah, assuming that they want to go, Elsinore. Yeah?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go.
So, in the meantime, as Reese is flying there, talking to Luca, flying back, you
Hello?
you enter the town on the street, you approach a door and knock. No response.
Is the door locked?
No.
Creep in. Hello? Do you know the Muffin Man?
Doesn't
Does he live on the right lane?
doesn't seem to be any response.
Huh. Keep exploring the town.
Okay.
Did I notice anything off about the town while I'm in it?
Roll investigation.
I got a +2. Alright, Blue. What is an 18 with a... One time I rolled good this week.
You notice that... So the roads are just dirt, right? Okay. We're not talking solid pavement. It's just packed dirt, but it is loose enough that it shows footprints. You're not seeing any. In fact, the dirt looks very, very smooth. Possibly unnaturally smooth.
Nope, not a dream. What else can I tell? Is there dirt in the house that I looked at or anything?
No.
Can he, since he's actually investigating, can he tell if like how long these places have been empty? Like, is there like a layer of dust on everything, or?
What she said.
Has anything been touched recently? Is there a way
Ah!
to tell that?
Okay.
Good thinking, Tails.
Great minds think alike, I would say.
Let me go ahead and close that because I know that's gonna get annoying soon.
I mean, it's only my face. I can't see.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we don't care.
Well, obviously.
Don't care about Quota's face.
I should
So-
go back to playing my game.
No, there is not a layer of dust on everything. This appears to be very recent.
And there's no fire or nothing. It's just an empty town with dirt.
Going into the tavern, you actually still see the fireplace still slightly smoldering.
I asked if anyone's there. Anybody alive?
No response.
Anybody want a gold piece for beer?
You do notice on the floor of the tavern a few drops of some sort of liquid that does not appear to be beer. or blood.
I put my finger in it and I lick it to try to see what it is.
Make a Constitution saving
You know,
throw.
just in real life, that's the wisest thing to do whenever you find an unknown liquid.
That's
To be fair, I see it in the movies all the time.
so you're basically David
Not
Tennant
blood.
right now in Doctor Who.
Hey, that's my favorite doctor. You said a Constitution saving?
Yes.
So you should be fine on
That's a
that.
+5, yeah. And I rolled a natural 20. So 25, fuckers.
It grants you immortality.
Okay. So that definitely passes. So that halves the damage that you take to 6. It is nasty.
Yeah, that's not me. I should get Elsinore to drink this.
It tastes like just rotten and just
What
like
if it's people?
You're pretty sure there were probably maggots in it. It's
That's a good source of protein, actually.
Yeah.
True. Is there any more drops leading into a certain direction that I can tell? Or is it just in that one little puddle?
investigation check.
Again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We believe in you.
You haven't filled me yet, Blue. 7.
No.
You're
I
gonna
was
go
like,
with
I knew
timeout.
it. I knew it.
You're gonna
As
go
soon
with
as,
timeout.
as soon as he said, you haven't failed me
As
yet.
soon as he said it, too, I was like, don't do it.
I'm like, you just jinxed it. Um,
Should have had to open your mouth. Oh, woman. Just whack. Shut up. Here at Rand's house, we do not condone women and children violence, but we do find it funny.
no. No, we don't.
We don't.
But, no, you don't find any more drops in this particular building that match that same description. There is a little bit left from that puddle that you had tasted, but we have a quota no.
It's not a yes.
No, it's not. Yeah, so the new thing, I don't know if you caught enough
They
with
get
the last episode.
a session.
There's 2 accession. Oh god, there's one. Whenever a quota yes appears in chat, he has to do something stupid, which he already did.
Yeah.
I totally forgot to make an equivalent to that shock emote the other night. I need to do that. I'm planning to do that.
It's gonna be me just.
No, I'm not that much of an artist, so it's going to be from a green screened screenshot of my VR chat avatar making that face.
Guess I jump out the window.
Okay. You jump out the window, you make tons of noise, glass shattering. I'm not going to make you roll for the damage you take from the glass. You know what? What the fuck?
I'm surprised you didn't make me roll in athletics to get out the window.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll to fit.
That's a 19.
19. Yeah, you make it. You're
Yeah,
fine.
I have a +8.
Done this a million times. And
By now, yeah.
And you only take 1 damage from the glass. Jump out the window again. Is there any like music playing from a pub kind of thing? Because doesn't music play in some pubs or something? Yes, but only with musicians. They don't have MP3 players.
Yeah, we don't got an arcade system or none of that, bro. Sis, tail, the whole thing.
So. But yeah, your noise doesn't stir up any commotion or anything like that.
So I think to myself, damn, that normally pisses people off. As I just have like a big chunk of glass in my arm.
So I mean, we basically have the whole "it's quiet, too quiet" thing going on here. So far, what you have found is the much too smooth dirt of the roads, and a few drops of an extremely foul liquid.
Did I notice them coming back?
I was about to say, right about that time is when Flammy comes up.
I wave her to stay in the air.
Okay. She's swooping down and and kind of just swoops by without coming down too low.
And there was all the dust.
No, she doesn't come down low enough to stir that up.
I get on my broom and I head up there.
Okay.
And I ask Bernard to call up Luca. Because he has that feature.
Okay.
She's on speed dial now.
He,
It's butt dial. Luca's his booty call.
Makes sense. Bernard
So-
was the first character in this campaign to get lucky.
so Bernard casts message and sends a message to, or sending whatever, and sends a message to Luca.
I let him know what's up.
And, okay.
I say specifically have her telepathically speak back so we don't waste any more spell slots.
Well, actually, what ends up happening is that Luca casts telepathy on you.
Okay. Makes it easier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's smooth ass dirt. Some goo that tastes like maggots and shit.
You've tasted now.
What, you tasted
We don't
it?
hear this.
Huh?
We
No,
don't
I'm saying this out loud.
Okay.
I'm literally, she's in my head. I'm just talking out loud now. I'm like, yeah, and
So you guys are only hearing his end of the conversation, just like a phone call, you know.
yeah, I'm just. It's very quiet too. I even jumped out of a window and no one came to yell at me.
So right now to you guys, he looks like that asshole who's got his Bluetooth headset in, you know, and you can't see
Yeah.
it because he's facing the other way.
Can you hear me now?
Cool.
I'm that crazy guy that's just talking to this guy. Yeah, and shit happened, yo.
So the dirt is unnaturally smooth.
It's just like no one's ever lived here. It's just like freshly paved or something.
Commander Phoenix, what's up? How you doing? Like no one's ever lived there. But we know people did live there.
Yeah, I mean, the fire was still kind of just freshly going out. That's the weird part. And then there's
so
goo.
it was recent.
Yeah.
And the goo. Seem to remember something. What color was it?
Purple. It was purple. I thought it was a grape drink at first, but it was not a grape drink.
I mean, to be fair, it would have tasted worse if it was grape drink, so.
Hey, spilled wine is spilled wine, man.
Grape flavor, anything is the worst flavor of anything.
That's cherry.
I can't think of anything that matches that.
Do you know of any other towns that have gone dark recent in the area?
Check that other one close by.
Which one?
The one to the south? Shawl, is it?
Skull? Alright, I'm on my way. What do I see?
So we'll follow, but
Well,
probably beat him there.
yes, because he's on the broom, which goes at 5.8 miles an hour, and you guys are riding on Flammy, who flies at 80 miles an hour.
I didn't say it was on my broom.
You never said you got off your broom.
That is true.
Okay, whatever. You guys go there on Flammy. And,
Be fair, y'all can't hear the conversations in my head.
You can hear half of it, okay? The important half.
that is something that was just said by Quota. So, am I to assume then you get back on your broom and go back down, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So outside of character, I think what's happening is,
Armageddon.
well, yeah,
God's taking them away, bro.
Ragnarok.
but they're,
No, there's no fire.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
somebody's sending out like a cleaner type squad to make
It's
sure.
the cleaners from
yeah.
Division. Just with no fire. Acid.
And that weird grape flavored thing
Wasn't great flavored. I thought it would be.
is essentially the bleach they left behind from getting rid of everything.
Welcome back, boat.
That's my conspiracy theory.
Good theory.
Who is it?
Thanos snapped his fingers.
Snap your fingers. Do your stab.
So,
We erase everybody here.
well, Luca was actually getting ready to ask you if you had seen anything that that might be similar to that with the dirt, like in military. Would that be a military application? Like maybe someone covering their tracks?
Would I know that?
I don't know.
It just
Would you?
depends on the military at that point.
Death Squad's probably would have.
I was just part of special forces. What we saw was a lot of war and, saving, mayors of towns.
Covert operations. Did you ever need to like cover your tracks?
If that was the case, we just burnt the town down. That was the orders. They erased everything there was.
So at Shaw, as you descend on your broom, you do find pretty much the same scene. There might be a potential to find some more of that liquid or possibly a trail of some kind, but
Question. Have people basically left all their clothing and belonging and stuff?
are you going down as well?
Yes.
Okay. So somebody, Mail has a broom of flying as well, and he hands it over to you. So you're able to go down on that, and
Figure he'd be asleep on the fluffy dragon.
Yeah, I'll go down and investigate too.
okay. So in the houses, you find people's belongings still there. It's like everyone just got up and walked away.
Think about the goal.
Now, investigation rolls.
I got a natural 20.
Ooh.
If you don't
Okay.
believe me, ask Aria.
Yes, that is true.
Investigation anyway.
2 for me.
Plus the modifier for you.
I mean, it's not gonna be good enough, whatever it is.
So I literally have a 22 on my investigation roll? No? Yes? Yes? Yes.
2 plus 6, 8.
8. So y'all got 8. I got 22.
You also got an 8. Okay.
So what do I see in the tavern? Because that's where I went.
Okay. That's a very good question, Tails. Good thinking. So in the tavern, you do find more of that goo, and it does
Sorry.
seem to be leading back outside, back through the front door.
Do I see which way it curves out the door?
Seems to curve toward the right, which leads northward out of town.
Back to Albluth.
It would seem that way at first.
I'll walk around the back.
Okay.
Do you let us know that you found it, or are you just doing it?
I'll throw gang signs up.
Okay. I recognize the gang sign.
Do you?
No.
I do it in Goblin. Goblin gang signs.
Well, if you're throwing gang signs in Goblin, then you just flipped off the princess. Lull from Stamped.
Do I have any way of collecting some of that goo in order to take it back to Luca at home?
I'm pretty sure I have an empty canister on me.
Need to do forensic analysis on the. We're gonna CSI this.
I'm gonna try and
Would the,
pull up through, like, just kind of from the books that I've read.
The
If I-
empty
if I
bottle
re-
from
if I
the
recognize
fire
any of the signs
breathing.
or anything.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can use that.
Because I do have that as a researcher.
I have the empty bottle from my Tabasco breath potion.
Similarly, you don't recall, similarly to Luca, you don't recall any cases of things like this happening before, but you feel like there are potentially some kind of monsters that could secrete some sort of foul liquid. Some of the nastier kinds of things out there could potentially be behind that.
Okay. How much of the liquid do they find?
Oh, I have the empty flask from the fire they're breathing.
Okay.
So I was just gonna scoop it up and put the cork in, and then throw it towards her. Hopefully she catches it. Oops. There's a McDonald's note. It's a McNote.
Yeah, I'd say you're able to get a few drops, not enough to fill the vial any, significant amount, but you're able to get a few drops.
At that point, I guess we tell Bernard to get on his broomstick and take it to Luca for examination, since he seems like the guy that probably toyed with that stuff.
Okay. Okay. Bernard does not recognize what it is.
You could take it to Luca.
Yeah, just thought I'd save us the trip if I could, especially since the broom flies 6 miles an hour.
I didn't say take a broom.
Yeah, you did actually.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said
Shit.
get on his broom and take it to Luca.
I remember because I was gonna make an inappropriate joke about that.
Quota's not the only one who can quote it.
Not as well. but
To be
it's okay.
fair, he just thinks about it. I blurted it out.
He's like, okay, well, actually, at this point, he sends another message to Luca. And then you hear him kind of arguing with her a little bit.
Sounds
He
about
goes, well, I know you didn't prepare. Why didn't you prepare that for today? Really? I mean, okay. Well, how long will it take? Okay, cool. Fine.
I guess
So,
since she's still telepathic connected, I'm like, what do you do this time?
she is going to prepare scrying,
Hmm.
and she's going to scry on your location. So, after a short time,
53 again.
she informs you that that she's about to start on it, and she goes, "Okay, hold up the vial." Not like that. Just
you said hold
in
it
front of-
up.
Just in front of your face is fine. Basically, I'm here. You just can't see me. That's fine. Just hold still.
Do we hear the dial-up tone in the background?
Do 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 do.
So,
I got the file. Now what?
Cut the yellow wire.
There's 3 yellow wires. Which one do I cut?
oh god.
All of them. Okay. Boop. Game over. Bill.
Colorblind.
Golly.
Did you cut the blue one?
She only rolled a 17 with advantage. Oh, I've seen this before. I just can't place it. I know I've seen this before, though. I think this is necrotic in nature. But
I have a potion that deflects that.
You drank this?
Yeah?
What were you thinking?
It looked like grape drink, okay?
That does not look like grape.
Depends on
It's
the
a
grade.
purple liquid.
I
What do
don't
you
know what kind
expect?
of shitty drinks you have in Tasnica, but
I'm a commoner. What do you expect from me?
Elitist elves, 1%ers.
I can't help my Nordic language.
and she tells Undine about it. Undine, do you recognize it? Nope. So,
Well, I'm gonna keep looking. Toss it to you. I'm like, just don't lose it. You're probably the one with the safest hands.
wait, I know what it is. It's ectoplasm.
I feel spiritually inclined to disregard this request. Alright. I look over at you. The fuck's ectoplasm?
Left behind by ghosts and zombies and other sorts of undead.
Where
So
we're
I
gonna
drank
go.
their splooge?
Basically.
Do you make a habit of... Wait, that's a dumb question.
Yes.
Yes.
You can't hear that. All they hear is me go, I drank splooge!
So, you have a deserted town,
Two.
two deserted towns, at least.
What's the closest town next?
Very smooth dirt, unnaturally smooth, possibly covering tracks, and ectoplasm.
Ghost.
It's Davy Jones.
Is that?
Well, I let them know, yeah, this is ghost or zombie shit.
Literally.
Since both of these seem recent, which one's the closest town next?
Probably north.
Wald. And then
Would it be Berg?
Urchenberg. And then Berg.
You've got Wald, Berg, and Hawkenberg.
Which one would they likely to go to, since it said it pointed north?
I doubt we'll find anyone in Wald. Is that a Waldo joke?
They all disappeared. Nothing was touched in a little. They turned into ghosts. Maybe.
Question.
Yes.
Since all the people are gone and all the belongings are here, is there alcohol in the tavern?
Yes.
You're not a drinker.
You've driven me into drinking quota. Reese is going to grab a drink and see what this alcohol thing is about, because she definitely needs it now.
I look over and I see the purple stuff. I go, I am not saying nothing.
Mm.
I specifically look for, like, drinks in casks.
Oh, look, there's none with all of it.
Yeah, you're able to find pretty much whatever whatever liquor you're looking to get, or beer, or whatever. Pour yourself a glass, or
I think she'll just carry a keg from now on.
Rudy's just gonna become an alcoholic because
Yep.
of quota. You're gonna carry a keg from now on.
Yeah.
Does she have the strength to?
I mean, it depends on the keg. Like, is it like this big or like?
If it's full, that's water weight.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus gravity, plus the fact that you're carrying it. We're not
How
always
many
going to be
gallons-
on a dragon.
you're
And a barrel is probably the size of my torso.
you're pretty much
Is there-
all about dexterity and lightweight and being very, very quick on your feet in combat. But
I am the big guy that carries shit.
I mean, I'd say you can probably find a small one about this size.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
A hog's
okay.
head.
As you just see me with a barrel, just thirsty.
which filled up is probably still a good, I don't know, 15 pounds. So
Be more 100. It's this big.
no, I'm
Oh.
talking this big.
A hog's
This
head.
big.
Oh, that'd be like 20.
I'm not overcompensating, okay?
Yeah, I was thinking like 15 or 20. Yeah.
Yeah, around that area.
Okay.
Yeah, 15's not bad.
I'm just like
Okay.
lightweight.
I mean, she literally is, so.
She's a featherweight in this championship.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
So, what do y'all want to do?
I wonder what you think my life decisions.
So we can either speed over to Putenberg, make sure they're okay, or check out Normalberg. Because those are the next two, unless you think they're going south. To Cecil.
Let's check Bird.
Bird. Okay.
I just spun it.
Sounds like a could be
34.
useful.
34.
Raw magic feels too powerful to control, and he knows that his next strike will certainly be lethal. Maximize the damage of your next damaging spell you cast within the next minute, but he's not casting any, so.
He got lucky. Oh, he already blown up to that spell once, almost. They got saved by a unicorn.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was a different spell than that. That was the one that did double damage, but then when the effect is over, you take half the damage you dealt. And with that effect on, he fireballed a huge group full of trolls.
Nice.
So within a single turn, the damage he was going to take at the end of the effect was already more than his magic.
Well, I think double. Like more than.
It was
Yeah.
3 times as much as his max. His max at the time was like 34.
It was like, when this is done, you're going to take 155 damage or something like it. It was ridiculous. Anyway, so flying on up to Berg, you again find a similar situation. Roll perception.
10 plus
13.
16.
16.
9.
9.
A horrible thought.
Commander Phoenix, Donnie, if you want to say that you have been with the party in this, I will allow you to roll as well. Go ahead, a horrible thought.
No, a horrible thought passes through Reese's
In the
head.
background, you hear half of orc go, "That's a bad omen." I haven't been to that place in a while.
Old joke from before the stream, way before the stream.
Back when we were still in a bar.
Mhm.
Reese thinks, what if we're going to be the only ones left? What if we have to repopulate the Earth? No!
Well, your options is a pink tree,
Exactly.
an ugly
No!
dude, an old dude, or me that your family already likes.
This just
Likes.
this reminds me of a line in Endgame.
Tails, go away.
Now Tails has seen it now.
I told you Bucky dies.
Is there anyone in the chat now who has not seen Endgame?
Or any
Or
spoilers.
here? You guys have seen it?
I don't care.
It will win movie.
I was just thinking of haven't, but I don't care. Okay. I was just thinking of the line. It was either him or a tree.
Oh yeah.
Your choices were him or a tree. Anyway.
Over the tree.
Him, a raccoon, or a tree. I'm just over here playing with my lanyard.
That's not what it looks like.
Really? Oh.
Someone clip that, please.
I didn't know my pelvic was twitched.
Pelvic twitch, it's a new move.
I'm over here just flapping my lanyard
It's
around.
that kind of campaign.
So I was there flapping my lanyard when
in front of the princess. Just whatever.
Stabbed with that emote. I have not seen that emote before. Nice. Oh my god.
Reese takes a huge straight.
Yeah.
So what do we notice about the town? Obviously, I don't know nothing since I rolled a 9.
Who had the closest? You had
16?
16.
I had 13.
I didn't know.
And a 13. Okay. Reese, off to the south, you feel like you notice some sort of movement.
Yonder!
Mm.
And I'm like a little wobbly because I've been drinking. Over there! And I'm just like pointing to a direction.
She's still sitting in my lap as she's drinking on the dragon.
Sure, yes. Why not?
Nano just released that one a couple days ago. Nice, nice. Because she got more emote slots now, huh? We were talking about that before the stream, getting more slots, more subscribers.
Yeah, more slots.
Anyway,
Because they're at the bar.
but yeah, at first glance, this town also appears to have been gone through in the same way. You do see movement off toward the south, which Reese pointed out. You guys go to investigate that, or?
Yep.
I grab the horns. I'm like, this way.
And
Not hard. I'm just like, just snaps the dragon's neck. Oh no! Dear. Quota kills Fluffy 2.0.
It would not be that easy.
I don't know.
I was doing it for tickles.
Okay, you rolled a 3. Yeah, sorry. No.
What are you breaking?
So, and I also do want to point out that it is, at this point, getting dark.
Since it's getting dark, we don't see any like fires or anything. Any lighting that would indicate life.
You do not.
Did we see which way the little thing was going? Was it like from Berg, since that's where we're at?
Seem to be headed along that southeastern road.
Heading towards Fack?
No, heading towards Hockenberg.
Hokenberg, okay.
So, heading down this way.
Is there a chance that we will beat it?
Very likely.
Hokenberg!
Okay.
Die! Oh yeah, don't you know?
Which, actually, I need to look something up real quick.
It's Donnie's real name. It's Ronald McDonald
Ivy,
III.
telepathy.
Sure. I think it's like an hour. Well, with her, I thought it was 8 hours for Luca.
It is 24 hours.
Damn.
Okay, so
That bitch is stuck in my head.
So Luca reminds you that Hockenberg was the town that she had wanted to avoid when you guys were first coming through here on carriage.
So we're
On
definitely going
horseback.
there.
I tell her, well, too late now. We're already above the town.
Oh no, I'm not objecting. I'm just pointing out that this is that town. It used to be an old castle that was inhabited by a witch at the time, and a few beastmen from Ferolia have lived there at times, but it's still a bit of a different town from some of Pandora. Anyway, so dropping down from Flammy, or Flammy dropping you off, town seems a little bit more normal, as in there are people about.
They look aggressive towards us,
Well, you coming in off of the back of a dragon, you do get some weird stares.
I mean, out there, there's gonna be weird stares.
They don't seem to get visitors and new faces very often, but I mean, they, other than the fact that new face in town very suddenly, things seem normal. It's getting late, so it's getting a little bit quieter in town, but you do see kind of a old decrepit castle to the north. It's a heavily wooded area, but yeah.
Well, we all saw that thing heading this way, right, guys? Or in this direction.
Shouldn't we go see what the thing is, which is coming this way?
I mean, we could wait here and.
Sorry. Retroactively, I'm backtracking a little bit. Perception checks as you guys are flying towards Hockenberg.
What is that?
Nope.
15. That's yours, 15.
18 total for me. I can see at night.
I rolled a 2, which
Uh,
adds up.
Your perception goes down? You rolled a 4.
Well, I mean, I rolled 2, and then I have +6, so 8
Oh.
total. I'm
You're
drinking.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Quota, then you notice it. You notice movement of a large force of zombies, but there do appear to be some covering their tracks towards the back. And they're just brushing over the dirt as they pass.
Do we get a sense of numbers? Like, are we talking hundreds, thousand, millions?
Hundreds. But they are moving very, very silently. They don't seem to be disturbing the brush or anything. They just,
Did any of them look like townspeople?
as you're observing and trying to discern whether any of them look like townspeople, you do see a small merchant caravan up ahead on the road that catches sight of them and quickly starts maneuvering to try and turn around, and is overtaken. And
How do they overtake it? I want details on that part.
as in they're not able to turn around quickly enough.
But like, is there like violence? Like, is there a struggle?
There's a very short struggle.
Okay.
But you see you see them kind of pull the merchant off the the wagon, and then you kind of see them just kind of cover over him and keep on going. And as this horde of them moves past you, the merchant seems to have gone with them. Yes.
The cart was being pulled by like donkey or something, right?
Yes.
What did they take the animal with them?
Good question.
I don't want to fight donkey
No.
zombies, okay?
No, they did not.
You just don't want any zombie ass, okay?
Yes.
So the donkey is panicked and and is trying to get the hell away, but can't move through this crowd. And as soon as this zombie horde passes, this thing just takes off wildly and off the road, and the wagon kind of breaks loose. And
Do I notice a leader zombie or one that's taking charge in the movement?
perception.
Everyone or just him?
It'd be just me, right? Since I'm the one that can see it.
Depends on whether you pointed it out to the others. Well, actually, yeah. As you noticed it, you probably would have come a little bit closer, and yeah, I'm going to say everyone can make that roll. The donkey's face, yeah.
I mean, technically mine is better than the one
15.
I rolled before.
14.
Wow.
No.
You don't notice any sort of clear leader at the front, although you are able to kind of make out the front of this horde itself. They do seem to be very organized and proceeding calmly but quickly.
I'm going to...
Arcana check.
Nine.
Okay.
999.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not particularly picking up anything.
So they don't. Their mode of overtaking the caravan doesn't like they don't carry weapons or anything. They just like shamble at whatever they're attacking. I would like to borrow someone's broom and go down a little bit. Like I don't want them to like just reach me. Like
Remember,
that,
she's
but,
drunk.
yeah. Like give me the broom.
And we're still on Flanny.
Yeah. I want to take a closer look.
Okay. How drunk are you?
She's been drinking the entire time. I'm literally holding her with one hand while directing Flanny with another.
I don't think that's...
I'm holding her with my legs as I'm directing Flanny. I'm bigger than her.
I'm asking Arya.
I mean, I would imagine that she's probably like she thinks she's drinking a lot, but actually she's not drinking a lot.
Okay. She's barely buzzed, and she
Yeah.
thinks that that's enough.
Yeah.
So she stops. Okay.
That's only 2 sips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she sort of waters it down too. So.
Okay. So functionally, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like she's drunk enough to think she can do this.
Okay. Stealth check.
Ooh.
Oh.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Okay. This is
So-
a,
as you
in the arms
as you
of the
descend,
angel.
and you're on this
Alcohol
road,
and
and you're
alcohol.
kind of looking out, just the alcohol just kind of comes back to you all of a sudden, and you hiccup. Before you can stop yourself, you hiccup out loud, and
Well, I mean, the problem isn't them seeing me, I guess.
I don't know where you see a giant zombie just.
Well-
Like King Kong.
well, you do see some look up.
Ooh,
Hmm?
interesting.
What?
Okay. So, out of character, sharing with clarity. What if I tried to gather all of their attention and like holding a carrot in front of a donkey, just lead them somewhere else instead of.
So what? You're gonna stick your foot out?
I guess. I mean, I don't even need to. Like, they just see me like dangling there. And,
How fast are these zombies moving?
I mean, for them to catch me, they would have to have the coordination to like form a human pyramid and like.
That is correct.
But we don't know that they can't.
And the fact that I'm trying to get their movement
Like
speed.
cheerleaders, give me an A, give me an O.
Give me a zombie sphere.
I hadn't specified when you were talking with Luca before how long this had been going on or when they lost contact with the scouts, but if they came in from say the Tasnica region and they have then gone through all of this road in the amount of time that it's been, this has been going on for maybe 2 days at this point.
Okay, question.
Yes. So,
Are these zombies basically acting like how do you call it? Like shambling in a horde with little regard for their own safety?
No. It's not so much the little regard for their own safety, but there is a definite regard for not making much noise and not causing a lot of attention. They are clearly trying to avoid making a big footprint.
What if we try to, by using me as bait, try to like make them walk off a cliff or something?
Use the princess as bait. Absolutely. Sure, that's a great idea.
You're not a masturbator like I am.
What?
Let me.
Clip it!
I broke him.
Set up and deliver.
To be fair, I didn't plan it to fit that
Stamp
well.
goes, boy.
Not that one. That's only at nighttime.
Quota no.
No one cares, Don. Yours don't count.
Yeah,
Wow.
me too. Okay.
So, like, would you guys be okay if I tried to do that?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Quota no, boy.
You ain't my
What time of
mama.
day?
Huh?
What time of day?
It's night.
Okay.
Yeah. You're looking at probably 10 o'clock right now.
So I definitely have my eyes going.
Yes.
I just assume anytime during the night.
At that point, then,
Because I have a 120 foot range.
perception with advantage.
10.
Advantage, you can roll
Really?
twice. Did you roll twice?
I rolled once already.
That would have been the second
No,
one.
yeah, I'm saying
So
Roll again.
make your second roll.
Nope.
Nope, so 10.
Yeah.
You keep your eyes keep on going to the front of this horde, like you're expecting to see something, but it's just not there. You're not quite.
I grabbed my flask of alchemy fire.
That's what I was about to do. Is I was gonna fly in front of it and drop it.
Well, I have it, you don't.
No, we both have one.
Do we?
Yes.
Is my keg of alcohol flammable?
Yes.
Well, I still have the barrel. That's more.
Right. So you're holding the barrel, you were holding me,
No.
and you were steering the dragon.
Just to be
The
clear.
barrel is in my bag of holding.
Just to be clear. Do we all understand what alchemist fire does?
Burn shit, right?
It does not require oxygen to burn. This means it cannot be put out by suffocating it.
As long as I get the zombies, I don't care.
You're in the middle of a forest.
I think there's water near.
That's inhabited by zombies.
You know what? I'm with Gordon.
Hundreds of them.
You know, this is like those cartoons when like the person
Hold-
sees a
hold on.
spider in their house and then
So I was
burns
gonna
it
fly to
down.
the front and see.
Say what?
So I was gonna fly to the front since my eyes keep going there and see if I can try and investigate a little further.
Okay.
With your rolls tonight? You want to use my die?
Oh, I got plenty. I broke out more.
Roll the blue one. Blue ones are always the good ones.
I have two.
I'll allow perception, investigation, or arcana.
I would like to help him in perception if he uses it.
Well, because I can fly up there and be invisible.
But you can't move.
I don't need to if I get ahead of them. I can sit there. I have 120.
I'm still trying to help your roll.
Like I have 120 foot range.
And you're up in
With my
front of
vision.
them now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to aid assistance.
Okay. What roll are you making?
Investigation.
Okay.
Not Arcana.
Arcana?
That's my better one.
Okay.
So, 1 or 2?
1.
12.
12?
Yeah.
There's definitely something magically concealed up there at the front, but you're not quite placing it. What's your passive perception?
11.
And because of your eyes, okay. I'm gonna say you see this coming without having to roll any kind of perception. There, as you're kind of looking at this, where you're kind of trying to discern and see something, you see a bright red spark that seems to head towards you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
And there goes Elsinore.
That's a 6. 9.
9?
I rolled a 3.
There goes Elsinore.
Okay.
Oh shit.
There goes the dice.
I rolled a 20 on that.
1 second while I pull up the...
How many d6s do you need? I got plenty right here. You got any cokes?
Yes.
Like, Aria. Thank you.
Thank you, babe.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, he's playing the girlfriend. I have to call him that.
Have we established that they're like?
I've already slept in your castle, ate with your family twice. I think it's established.
Alright,
I
so
feel like slept in your castle.
You
means
guys-
something.
Oh, snap. Thank you.
you guys watch as Elsinore flies up towards the front of... Oh, thank you.
Popped up again.
You guys watch as Elsinore flies up to the front of this group, and then a little red spark comes flying up from the group and then explodes into flame around him as you take 25 fire damage.
How much health are you at?
That's half my health.
You recognize a fireball spell when you
Yeah.
see one. What would you like to do next?
I'm throwing my potion of alchemical fire at the front.
At the fucker and bouncing. Run! Fly! GTFO!
You throw the potion of alchemist fire at wherever this came from.
Yep.
Okay. Make an attack roll with your dexterity modifier.
Ooh.
19.
Ooh.
19 hits. So, this little thing of blue liquid comes flying down in the direction that this fireball had come from and explodes on something invisible, and suddenly you see this burst into blue flames as a familiar form comes about, and you see Thanatos.
Mishka, no!
And he just glares up at you. I should say she, with all of this blue flame surrounding her.
I leaned over to Briggs. I was like, "That's Thanatos. You might want to run."
And you hear, "That was a mistake, boy."
I'm contacting Luca. Shit just got real. Thanatos found. Fuck. Yeah. I'm good.
Luca goes, "Run, run, run."
Kinda can't. Elsinor's right in front of him like the dumbass he is.
Bring him with you, and get back to Pandora. Just
But I'll try, but he's kind of pissed off because he's on fire. Blame Elsinore, not me.
at this point, Flammy rushes towards you, and
Oh shit!
just vomit. Okay. As another spell of some sort kind of rockets up toward you, but Flammy pulls you out of the way quickly enough and basically has you in her mouth for a bit. But
There goes your broom.
You're still clutching the broom. Well,
Got lucky.
You gave him ideas.
strength saving throw.
Damn! That's the only thing I do not have anything in.
Okay.
This is straight die. 13.
That's enough. Yeah, you managed to hold on to the broom.
Splinter. Okay, I'm good.
As Flammy just goes flying as fast as she can towards the south. And pretty quickly enough.
So question.
Yes.
Did you guys leave me behind?
No,
Okay.
you're still on.
I'm on my broom.
Oh.
Guys!
Well, he didn't see you. Thanatos didn't see you.
Are you
so-
sure?
I'm next to her.
Are you sure you didn't see me? Because I'm the person who rolled the 1 on the stealth check.
Oh shit.
And I'm next to her going, you might want to run.
I have like a small check.
Well, you know what? Because of the you might want to run, I'm thinking Mishka or I'm thinking Reese
Princess.
probably climbed onto Flammy because speed. But
Do I have enough time to drop my keg of alcohol on zombies? In the hopes of making the fight worse. I mean, obviously we're not gonna kill Thanatos, but we might be able to kill a few more zombies.
End of the campaign, we burned Thanatos with a fire and a keg.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
No, you're not able to. Yeah. Good job on
Imagine if,
unearthing
Avengers
next.
ended like that.
Good job on unearthing the surprise early, but yeah, no.
Before I get back on Flammy, I stare at him. I go, "You're next, bitch."
Oh. Yeah, you see the familiar face of Mishka looking back at you and just
And you see me flying off doing this.
So what you saw in those few chaotic moments, Mishka looked very different. Not just from being on blue fire, but just
It proved we found it. Doesn't matter.
there were scars all over her. She had a weird third eye in her forehead. It was really
So the body's giving out.
disconcerting.
We're just taking full control.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you guys are able to zoom off to safety. But
Should we warn what's its face?
You might want to contact your father.
Yes. But we should warn the town that
Too late now.
is it?
When Lucas says get the fuck out, we kind of just leave everything behind.
Can we just like zoom past the village and be like GTFO?
No.
Okay. Apparently it's been decided. We can't save them. There's nothing we could do possibly. So
You try saying something at 80, you don't hear it.
You try opening your mouth and not swallowing a bag full of bugs while going 80 miles an hour on a fluffy dragon.
we haven't established if it's fluffy yet.
Yes, we
it
have.
is. It is.
It is?
It's-
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
It's on Discord.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Yeah. I'll show you what flaming looks like.
Next week she's gonna be just a picture of Fluffy right here.
Yeah, actually, because we introduced Reese and Flammy at the same time. Yeah, there you go. That's Flammy. And actually, in a less anime style, that's Flammy.
Okay, that's slightly less My Little Pony-esque. So
That's less My Little Pony, more I want the fucking dragon.
So, but no, they were moving at a slow enough speed that you do feel like you could stop in for a minute and scream at them to leave.
No.
And
Would they believe
potentially-
us?
That's a whole other matter, but you wouldn't have a lot of time to convince them.
Just go.
Yeah, I'm
Just go.
directing back to Pandora City. I'm like, look over, we're on our way.
Okay.
Bad
So,
day, bad day, bad day.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Shit. Oh.
so as you guys return to Pandora,
Shit.
Luca is waiting in outside at the ruins where she had been. Sorry, the temple district, historic district. So she's waiting outside for you all, and she's pacing back and forth nervously. And
How rough do
Okay.
you look?
Huh?
How rough do you look?
yes.
Definitely seen better days.
right.
Well, as soon as we get there, medic! I need a medic!
Like, I've doubled over. At least it wasn't all.
I'm over here smacking him. Wake the fuck up!
I'm awake! Wake up! I'm awake! I swear!
Inflict wounds.
I'm using my backhand with the ring of restoration. Just come on, damn it! It's not healing him.
Give me 1 second, guys.
One Mississippi. Do you need another?
Plus your spellcasting.
Ooh, Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
You need more?
Oh, I hated doing that.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, for your mouth guard. Oh.
We had to do it in math a lot. Well, not math, but English and history. We played Jeopardy.
Oh yeah. History is
Okay.
easier to do that with though.
So she casts.
At least it's more fun.
She casts Cure Wounds on you, and unfortunately, she rolls a lot of ones.
Damn.
But you do get 35 health back.
Hey, you're back at
I'm
full.
full health then.
Huh?
I'm at full health.
He took 25, so he brought him back to 35.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Only
For some reason, I was thinking
It was
you took
25
50.
ones.
It's the end of the day. She, she's about to go to bed. She's like, "What the hell?"
massive.
That was Cure Wounds at 9th level. So, of course, she's probably not going to bed now. So,
Go to bed. We need you at 9th level again.
What?
Sleep.
she goes, "Okay, so this is a situation. So it's not Stroud, it's Thanatos."
Yeah.
More like
She's on fire.
Thanatos, because he's toasted? No?
I don't know why I didn't have the right. Oh, it was. No, that wasn't it.
Would be the reveal.
No. Oh, there it was. That's what I meant to use,
Ah.
but
Fancy.
It would fit with the blue fire.
yes, it would. That's what I was thinking. Except he wasn't in that form. He was in Mishka's. But yeah, still.
Well, you're not getting that body back.
Yeah.
How
So-
much damage did that do?
Hmm?
The fire.
Enough to piss him off.
Enough to piss him off. Yes.
So 2 points of burning for like an hour and a half.
Well, the thing is, though, it is doing fire damage.
Which
You
he's
know.
immune to.
Which heals him.
He's like,
And next week I'm just gonna
No,
bring
actually
out
he
my
is not.
big bag. All of my
No,
days
that's-
to come out.
That's hurting him. He is not immune nor resistant to fire.
We need to build a trebuchet and fill it with alchemical fire.
So,
hey,
On that-
princess, you're the one with the money.
on that note, Luca says, "Okay, he's coming for Pandora City. He's coming here. So, what do we do to prepare?"
Prep for millions of fucking zombies and a dude on fire.
Well, maybe if we can save some of the villages along the way, it will reduce the number of zombies he'll have. Because he's gathering more at every town he goes through, right?
Good idea. I would agree with that.
Yeah, but in 2 days they took out, what, 12 towns in 2 days? More than that? I don't know. I only see like a part of the map. One.
Depending on where they first came in.
Yeah, and that's just this country. We don't even know about if he came through with another country.
Are there like courier stations or like carrier pigeons or anything? Is there?
We have cat ladies.
I don't know if
Is
cat
there
ladies
what?
send message. I'm trying to see if there's a quick way to send a message to my dad.
Well, you do have a stone of sending in your
Okay, I will
pouch
use that then.
Okay, well, as you open your pouch up, you find another magical stone that seems to have been dropped into your pouch before you left.
Oh,
And
it's the final crystal.
it's a final crystal.
Are you willing to make that sacrifice?
Yes.
Well, disregarding that for the moment, though, what are you wanting to do with?
Help? we need help whenever possible. Pandora's gonna basically not exist soon. Basically, send a quick message to
Send to everyone.
yes, and then they're gonna say, "What do you mean, everyone?" And it's gonna be that GIF from the professor. Everyone.
Things to say that will always start a fight. At everyone. Okay, so you basically pull up the Relat Kingdom Discord and
Yes.
you at everyone.
Yes.
Saying help.
Yes. Basically, telling them what's happening. The abridged version
Okay.
in 120 characters or less.
Okay, so you contact your father, your sister, your commanding officer. That should probably cover your bases. And the other magical stone that was within your pouch begins to vibrate, and it seems to be someone trying to contact you.
You have two 12-year-olds here.
The magical stone in her pouch started vibrating.
Reese's phone is ringing. It's on vibrate.
That's
Sure,
what
that's
the
what
kids
I'm
call
calling
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop laughing at that. That was funny.
So can
Suddenly,
I
So
a
immature.
massive fucking boulder just falls out of the sky.
And that's why I can't make it. Oh man.
Yeah, seriously though, out of character to our viewers, Quota is potentially not going to be here next week. We're really, really hoping that he's going to be able to, but his work is being very unkind at the moment. So,
Yeah, them bitches.
but we'll see if that hopefully.
Well, I mean, maybe your boss heard that and now you're fired.
Boss has 3 kids. He's at home, probably asleep.
Either that or he's at home watching Twitch.
Yeah, he's not the type.
No.
What if your boss is Chromature?
That would be quite funny though.
Anyway,
Reasons to get fired
Can
from
I-
your job.
Can I pick up the stone
yes.
before it goes to answering machine?
Hello.
And it seems to be enchanted with some sort of two-way communication, and maybe say it's the telepathy spell, but it's your sister.
Yo, sis, what up?
I told you not to go with that crazy man.
Whoa, we have bigger problems right now.
Can I hear this?
You
since I'm
don't
next door?
say. No, you can't. Telepathic, so it's the same way as you were conversing with Luca.
Also, I'm like half drunk, huddled on the ground. You probably think I'm just talking to myself.
I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay. It was only Thanatos. It's okay. It's only, bringer of the end, but still.
At least it'll be quick.
I'll just
What-
make a time jump. It's
What
okay.
are you doing out there?
Drinking.
Actually, I'm gonna talk to you about alcohol later. Anyway, we were fighting the end of world, so did you get my other message?
Yes.
So that just happened. You're welcome for me risking my life to let you know. I'm doing the responsible thing as the princess of the realm. I'm providing a service.
Right, being responsible by going off to another country to potentially get yourself killed and getting our dad to send an army after you.
Yeah.
Guys, I know he's off camera just barely, but the look on Quota's face right now.
No, bro, like, they introduced rescue to the game. Look at this.
And
she does
here
a
I
spirit
thought-
bomb!
And here I thought that look on your face was because because they're sending an army after Reese.
I don't know that. Telepathically, I don't hear it, remember?
Anyway,
Dude.
Stamped went into it. High quotas, boss. Acromature. Just playing
That's a
with it.
fucking spirit
Rolling
bomb.
with it. Anyway.
At this point, Chromature should say Koda's Xbox.
Hey, I can make it next week.
Right.
Question. Does my family and or sister know about Thanatos? Like what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yes, I did tell them.
Okay.
I tell everybody everything at this point.
Good idea.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes?
Is it?
In this situation, most likely.
Yeah.
For once.
Of course, you also
Other
told,
situations,
you also
no.
told Stroud everything. So
I mean, he was gonna know anyway, so. I mean,
To be fair, I was gonna have to fight him anyways.
Tails says you should give quota a raise, Chromature.
Yeah, I would love more than $12 an hour.
Oof. Inflation, man.
Mm-hmm.
I designed the Harry Potter box set at $12 an hour.
ooh.
Anyway, yes, they know about Thanatos. She goes. So your sister goes. So this is for real. He's really out there.
I mean, I wish you could see my eyes, but I saw him with him, with my own eyes.
He, she, it.
They.
Okay. Just
And there were lots of zombies.
look. I know better than to tell you to get your ass back home, but
Get your ass back home.
at least don't do anything stupid enough that you get yourself killed.
Okay, now you're taking all the stupid with you.
In case you forgot, I have no interest in becoming queen.
Well, I guess you better do your best to get that army here
Hear a
as
quote
quick
in
as
the
possible.
background.
Then.
Neither do I.
What?
After she says that, you hear a quote in the background. Neither do I.
You'll be a real queen one day.
Nope.
Stamped Thanatos is a puny bitch.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll see what I can do. I'm sure there's nothing I can do to speed it up any further than what Father's already doing after
Do
the
we
message
have
you
any
just
kind
sent.
of this is both in and out of character, any kind of specialists in dealing with the undead, like some kind of
Clerics?
like clerics or like some kind of crusading paladin guild thing, or like
There is Malthrain, who in character would be with the group, except that his player has not been here.
okay.
He will be here next week. So he is a dwarf paladin who joined the party a little bit after they met Dryad in Tasnica. So he has a few squires who are helping him and serving him. and
Actually,
everything.
we left those still in that one place.
They're still in Wendell, supposedly, unless we just respawn them, basically.
They're not cool enough.
It's like in certain games when there's an NPC that you're outrunning and you know you've way outrun them, they're way off the edge of the screen, and then you turn around, they're right fucking there. So yeah, there is Malthrain. Other than that, there was Mishka, but yeah.
Rest in pieces.
Yep. And you have a mana sword that is currently in the possession of Quota,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And-
I have your sword in
Yeah.
my pocket.
and it is
The world is doomed!
and it is partially powered.
I will cut that bitch. Right down the middle.
Dryad enhanced its power a bit, and Salamando did the same. So, but yeah, that's what you have at the moment. So, for the we're at 8:13. We've got about an hour and 45 minutes left. What my current thought is to present this out of character here is, let me go ahead and pull up the map of Pandora. Okay.
Production value.
So, we have Pandora City here, and you know that Thanatos is going to attack it. Now, let me highlight the walls. So these are the city walls.
How tall are they?
5 feet.
6 inches.
6 inches, but it's an RPG where you can't jump.
Yeah. It's Pokemon. You can only jump down, not up.
Yeah. No, this is, they're probably a good 40 feet high.
Are they
Big
thick?
stone walls. They're,
Are they THICC?
yes. Probably about
Wall thick confirmed.
20 feet thick.
Okay, so they're not just gonna like go through it.
No.
Um,
But you do have this southern section of town that exists outside of the walls.
They're dead.
You do have these
That's
gates.
where the arena is.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, the arena's right there.
question: what's the government situation here?
The king recently passed away,
Dead.
and
Did we have anything to do with that?
no.
Okay, for once.
Uh,
Thank God.
the situation is that the king passed away. He was on his deathbed. They knew his death was imminent. There was a bit of a power struggle, and Luca was essentially put in place to try to put someone on the throne who would be amenable to the party's
Okay,
cause.
so is it fair to say that Luca is temporarily in charge right now?
Luca succeeded in putting her candidate on the throne.
Okay.
She's not in charge, but
She runs the show in the shadows.
but she does have a personal relationship with the
Oh,
new
my.
king.
So
They're buddies. So
She rules in the shadows.
can I
I still wouldn't say that, but
Close enough.
ask Luca to have a friendly word with the king and like get
She's-
him ready for a siege?
she says, oh, that's happening first thing in the morning. Actually,
I mean, but
actually, we may just go wake him up.
yes.
Second thing, so here's the out of character thing, and the reason I'm highlighting walls and all this sort of stuff. So your mission is to help the city prepare for a siege in whatever way you can, whatever ways you can think of to enhance the city's defenses. The better you can do, the easier the battle will be next week. It will have an impact on how that battle plays out.
So in other words, we're all dead.
No, just the people here because we can always just fly away.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure the Mana Spirit would be like, no.
Yeah, so now you guys at home have an idea what's about to go down
Help
for the
us!
finale. What's about to go down for the finale. So, yeah. But, assuming that Thanatos is after something to do with you guys,
I didn't do it. I just flipped her off.
I did just set him on fire.
Whose fault was that?
He shot
His
me
fault.
first.
Yeah.
assuming that Thanatos is after something to do with you guys, you have this city that you can set the stage for how this fight is going to go down and where the fight is going to happen.
essentially, first we're gonna have to decide how the conversation with the king goes, but
Poorly.
yeah. I think Reese would like to immediately like declare like a state of emergency and like have people start working on like setting up like traps and like evacuating the lower part and.
Okay.
I was thinking just have Fleming make it his lair.
But what would that do? Because Flemmy doesn't really have any combat applications as of yet.
As of claw, eat, and roar.
We don't know if Flemmy doesn't have a breath attack.
Yes, because furball, hacking up giant furballs at people is gonna
Basically, out of character explanation of Flammy. She is a member of the Flammy species, but is a young one. She is a very young one. She does not have a breath attack or anything like that.
At the very least, she can pick us up. We'll just drop alchemist fire.
How much do you have? I mean,
I have one
We'll
flask.
commandeer as much as we can. That's
Binary
another.
Prawn 8805 says hi hottie. I'm not even on the Xbox right now.
Hi, Hattie.
That's creepy as hell.
anyway,
Donald, I swear if that's you, I'm kicking you in the butt.
Another thing,
mhm.
we're gonna need to see if there are like any way we can get more grain from nearby. We might be under siege for a while.
Good point.
How many monasteries do we have left?
2. As in 2 remaining to collect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how many do we have in that's able for use?
You have 6. Currently,
Gotta catch 'em all.
3 of them are on cooldown.
Wait, what's 3?
No.
No.
Gnome, Undine, and Jin.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
used Jin.
I forgot we had to use him.
Now, Gnome will come off of cooldown 2 days earlier than the others. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that these will come off cooldown before the fight gets there.
Okay.
You will go into this fight with everything at your disposal. So yeah, that's the season finale, guys. A level 7 party, level 7
We're gonna die.
That'll be fine.
against Thanatos, a CR21 Lich.
We have almost infinite
And-
cannon fodder. Don't worry.
And
He'll
And
just
yes.
use all of his spells on the peasants.
And yes, by pure straight challenge rating, straight head-on fight, that would be absolute suicide for the party. That would be, oh, you're clearly just trying to wipe the party. No, no, I actually do expect these guys to win, and the reason for that is because there will be some special mechanics in place. This isn't about going straight head-to-head with, all of the, oh, I make my attack roll. It's going to be these kinds of things like Alchemist's Fire and your summons and all of that stuff. That's what's going to make the difference. So,
I'm gonna use them all.
in other words, there will be. In other words, depending on how well you guys do with the preparation, there will be buffs in place that will make the fight significantly more survivable. And he's not going to have that one attack.
Fireball?
No, he'll have that.
Well,
He's not going to have power word kill,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like,
which is what he killed Mishka with.
Dead.
Well, he might, but yeah.
Like I said, we'll just throw peasants at him until he dies. You know.
Throw peasants at
All
him.
the spell slots
Yeah,
go!
yeah. And then like at the end, he's gonna be like, I don't have anything left, and that's when we'll kill him.
But there's a lot of zombies now, we have to do it.
So, that is why, and I'll go ahead and put this out there. I'll announce the other surprise. Is that we are hoping, and I have not gotten final answers yet. You know, I talked in the stream on Tuesday and last week about potential possible guests to be joining us for the season finale.
It's Matt Mercer!
Yo.
He's got his own show.
That would be awesome, but no. No, our guests.
At that point, I'd be like, how'd you find this hellhole?
Our guests would be joining us through the chat, and that would be Landfear and Oathmeal.
Fuck yeah.
We are hoping to bring them in.
So
and,
those are your competition, by the way. Even though one of them's a trap.
Because I mean, you know, they're in the city. It's their home too. So we'll see how this goes.
They live here?
Yes.
They live in Pandora, yes.
Ooh.
So the arena, which we pointed out was like right over here where I'm circling my mouse.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Landfear's throne. That's where she reigns with an iron fist and dominates the arena.
Okay.
Until she met us.
Yeah. So that is hopeful. That's not set in stone. I have not gotten definite answers from either of them. I had to explain to Oathmeal what a D20 was.
Oh my.
So, I have their stat blocks. I've told them I'm totally willing to help them walk through it. But if they do not show up, if they are not able to join in with this, that's totally fine. In that case, what I would like is for some of our subscribers to message me, and you guys can control the NPCs. So that would be Landfear and Oathmeal, and I would want someone who is experienced with a caster to control Sage Luca. So, subscribers, message me. Let me know if that's something that you would like to do, and you can roll in the chat, make your rolls here, and take part in this special event, because it's also the 1 year anniversary of the first stream on this channel. So that's about as pog as we can get for 1 year. Gotta get some Oathmeal emotes to prepare for the chat in case they do make it. Nice. So that's how this is gonna go.
Sweet, level up.
Hmm?
Oh. Nothing.
He's still playing his little thing.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
5-star Mysterio.
Good job.
Which one?
Mysterio.
No. Damn.
Future.
Oh, okay.
I'm out of stamina on the other one.
All right. So all that being out of the
You're
way.
still flapping your lanyard on me.
Oh my!
I can't control it.
It's that kind of campaign. It's
I
that
can't
kind of
help it.
campaign.
She's pretty freaking hot.
So what?
What?
I don't feel safe.
Oh, you shouldn't. He's the one that sent me all your pictures.
You make that sound so terrible.
It is.
Chromature and Tails would be perfect to play as Lan and Oath.
Well,
Alright, so now what are we doing?
So, at this point, Luca is of a mind to, yeah, but I would still like to have you guys in reserve. If you guys can commit to be here. So, we'll see.
They
See what
might need
happens.
your help. If not, there's no season 2 of this campaign.
Basically, it's so many moving parts that I want to kind of farm the NPCs out to some people, so that it's not like, okay, they go and then it's my turn for 10 minutes.
And you just see me and the other guys.
Right. If absolutely need be, I could. Cool.
It's an absolutely need be, Chrome.
I mean, the NPCs will take part no matter who controls them, but I am hoping for
The
people other than me to, yeah. And yeah, I am hoping for the originals.
Next thing you know, Robert Downey Jr. knocks on the door. I can play one.
Huh?
I love you 3000.
So
I
yeah,
would
once,
nerd out.
so yeah, with all of this, out of character laid out, the situation that you're up against, Luca does, at this point, want to march straight over to the castle and get the king up out of bed.
Yes.
Actually, I have no experience with D&D, so I would be terrible to play as them. In that case, you would probably want to play as Oathmeal stamped. She has fewer attacks and.
Or you can play
Little bit.
me,
Actually, Lanfear is the simplest. She only has 2 attacks.
and they're multi-attacks.
Yeah,
And it's either you're throwing a spear or you're stabbing one.
exactly.
Trust me.
It's either throwing a spear or
Stabbing
swinging an
horror.
axe. Swinging an axe. Mrs. Smith can't see the stream. Seems fine. Is everyone else good? It says you're streaming, but it says you're offline. Mrs. Smith, refresh. You're probably not able to hear it either. In chat, please tell her to refresh.
I got this.
Says you're hosting Curry Games. That was like 3 hours ago.
Refresh, damn it!
Have you
Anyway.
tried turning it off and on again?
Okay.
Did you
anyway,
try the stop button?
guys? Focus.
Focus.
We're focused on things. You didn't specify what to focus on.
Restart the Twitch app. Yeah, you may need to restart your phone too.
Start your life.
Rude.
So as everyone heads over to Pandora Castle, Luca does, as you were kind of speculating.
I head over to the gladiatorium.
Okay. It's closed.
Okay, but not the barracks.
Is there a barracks there?
Where
Should
do they
be.
sleep?
At the Gladiator Arena?
Yeah, because that's how they had to go, or at least they had to go find. I'd assume that there would be.
I wasn't imagining one.
Or is
Basically,
there
I'll be
always-
at the tavern next to it.
basically just a stadium. Oh, you're going to the tavern or whatever, trying to find Lanfear?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are heading towards the castle, and suddenly Quota just veers off, walks a different way.
He says suddenly veers off, as I do that often. You see quota and now you don't.
So, stepping into the tavern, you're pretty sure you found the wrong place. It's
It's the opposite of the right place.
It pretty much is. It kind of reminds you of that tavern you found in Thalgrim in the dwarf town. It's pretty kind of run down and stuff. Hosted you a while ago, and I was like, wait, it says he's streaming. I can't see it. Okay, so it is working now. Good. But yeah, as to whether Lanfear is there, nope. Natural one, she not there.
Okay. I go out and keep looking.
Okay. If I remember correctly, she, I think, invited you to her place once. So you may know where she lives, but
Alright, well, I look for a hizzle. My dizzle.
trying to remember if she actually did that or not. I
remember.
remember you declined, but
I was drunk.
yeah, you were.
So yeah, I declined. Surprised the princess doesn't sneak off trying to figure out where I went.
She has her own mission.
Yeah, eventually you do find the place.
After knocking on every door, just hello.
Well, no,
wrong door.
wandering through the streets, you're like, this doesn't look right. This doesn't look right. Man, I was drunk that night. I don't know. Pretty sure she was saying she lived like down here. And you realized that she had to write it down to tell you. And as to whether or not you actually kept what it was,
Yeah.
you got nothing. But go ahead and make a... Oh, hell. I just roll a straight d20.
12.
Better than average.
Well, you knock on a few wrong doors, but you do eventually find her place.
Oh, sorry, wrong door. Still wrong door. Damn.
So, the door just very suddenly, in one fluid motion, opens and she's got a spear right there.
Hi. Can I come in?
She waves you in and sets the javelin against the wall.
I've had a really shitty day. Oh no, I didn't make yours any better. Yeah. Went and checked out that West Coast for y'all. You ain't gonna like it.
West Coast, East Coast.
Well,
Make an insight roll if you'd like to know what she just said.
16.
I don't give a shit about the West Coast. I live here.
Well, it's heading here. Well, she's heading here. Yeah. I mean, you know Luca, right? She said some shit was going down on the west coast of Pandora, so we went and checked it out. Saw a horde of zombies. Guess who was on front? I'll give you a couple.
Insight check. 6.
Just
She
not
kind
a,
of waves it off.
not a donkey.
She kind of waves it off and she goes,
Cat people?
I go. Meow. No. It wasn't, you know, what's his name? Stroud. It wasn't Stroud either.
she makes some kind of symbol that I don't know the gesture for. Insight check.
12.
Frankie.
He wouldn't have made it. It's a horde of like hundreds of zombies. And there's only one person that I know of that can control that. And we did set her on fire for a bit. I don't know, where goes Bernard? The background on a 53 again.
Oh my god. Isn't that the third time tonight?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reroll it. 54.
What is up with that die? Okay.
It just likes it.
Immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5d6 days. Anyway.
Pretty good numbers.
12, 13, 15, 20 days.
Good god.
He's drinking for 20 days after seeing that. I don't blame him. I reach for her hand.
Persuasion check.
I'm just sticking my hand out. But okay. Persuasion? Yeah, that's gonna be on the die. 14.
She kind of very curiously gives you her hand like this.
I go, Thanatos is on his way here.
She grabs the javelin and turns it like she's getting ready to stab you with it. And she's like,
You can try to kill me, but we left him on fire and he's pretty pissed off now.
Does that look say who the F is Thanatos?
She knows.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
she's basically like, what do you want me to do? She kind of looks over at another wall that has her axe laying there, and she picks that up.
Is it a hand axe or
No,
the battle axe?
it's a great axe.
Great axe, shit.
What's my hand?
Yeah, that's what she was hitting you with.
Great.
You recognize it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Bloody Mercer. I go, they're slowly taking down village after village, heading their way here. Sooner or later, they're gonna take down your hometown. And then they'll reach this town. You're very close with the guard here. We need to fortify the walls as fast as we can. I predict that's probably gonna be maybe a week or so until he finally reaches this place. And she's pissed off.
As you're saying this, she takes a few steps back towards a closed door and bangs on it as loud as she can.
Sorry, neighbor.
And
Well, you're gonna get evicted soon. So-
that is not the most annoying sound to happen in this place at night. So.
Oh my.
I told you to turn it off your Bluetooth speakers.
God. Not what I meant, but.
It's still an annoying sound.
So there's a sound of movement from inside the room, and suddenly Oathmeal pokes her head out, kind of sees you. She's like, and Lanfear starts gesturing to Oathmeal, and they kind of go back and forth a little bit. And a minute later, Oathmeal closes the door and
Closes or slams?
closes.
Okay.
And a couple minutes later, she comes out in combat gear.
What does she look like in that?
About the same, pretty lightly armored. Not more going for survivability by agility, not by straight up taking hits.
Princess is gonna like you.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I brought a princess down. From the north. You know that little island way up yonder?
Yeah, stamped Oath comes out and has an oh whoa expression on her face. Exactly. She goes,
She wanted to come, okay? I also brought a fluffy dragon. I think you would enjoy the fluffy dragon. No, I haven't yet. Gnome has my entire stash. It was a good bet, okay?
Right.
Same thing.
she goes,
I haven't yet. I would love some, but not right now. Said, you wouldn't believe me, but I have a drum that can summon that dragon. Would you like to go for a ride?
And because she's mute, there's no sound coming out, but she is actually throwing her head back in laughter at this, and she goes,
Alright, well. I guess we head
don't have
outside.
to worry about falling like with the broom. Oh yeah,
No, that was
that's true.
oatmeal.
That's true. That was yeah.
That was Oathmeal, not Lanfear.
So, yeah, she follows you outside, and Oathmeal comes out too. As you swing the drum around, they're like kind of taking a close look at it, and not really watching the skies, and so they both jump when Flanny comes swooping down into the street and just right to a stop in front of you.
Oh wait, Flammy's dead now. I pet her.
And Flanny kind of coos as you're petting on her and everything.
And I go back, I go, I told you I had a fluffy dragon.
Yeah, no, most of this conversation was with Lanfear stamped. Lanfear looks surprised and kind of impressed. It's like, starts to slowly climb on.
Alright, well,
She's kind of giving you a look like she's asking for permission.
go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, she climbs up and helps Oathmeal hop up there.
Where would y'all like to go first? Alright. I do my ritual.
Okay.
I go, let's give these two a fun ride. And I go, let's go straight up.
Straight up. Flammy goes, okay. Well,
How long before the atmosphere runs out and you have to roll to
Nah, she wouldn't go that high.
would she though? Because
I'll tell her to
it
stop.
starts to get thin about at the altitude that Roland is at.
Alright, well, I'll tell her to stop, like, I don't know, high enough to see the entire town.
Okay.
With one look.
Okay. Yeah, that's not hard, and she doesn't go straight up, but she takes off at a pretty steep angle, and she goes circling the town and just keeps climbing higher and higher, and
At 80 miles an hour.
and does eventually come to a stop and just flapping her wings, just hovering there, and so you just hear this.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
There.
Oof.
And so you're up there with just Flammy and Lanfear and Oathmeal. And they're both just staring out at the city wide-eyed. And, yeah, internally they're saying, whoa, yeah.
I pointed the direction of which way Thanatos we last saw him was. I pointed at the direction where the princess came from.
Mm.
I pointed at the direction where we left the dwarf and his slaves.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
This one. 8.
Okay. Huh. Lanfear and Oathmeal both rolled 19. As you point in these other directions, they suddenly both point back towards where you had encountered Thanatos. And they both appear to be focused in that direction.
What do we see?
Taking another look, you do see a single blue flame way the hell out in the distance.
How far out?
It's too dark to tell.
You just see a blue light.
Yeah.
I go.
He's still burning.
I look back and I'm like, did I mention we set him on fire with alchemy fire? Well, the creepy one did. Well,
Quite referring to someone as creepy.
but when does my ring take effect for healing?
I believe it was every 5 minutes.
Every 5. How many minutes has it been now?
You're healed.
Yeah.
You're healed. Just
How much damage had you taken?
not enough.
6.
Oh, yeah.
You're healed.
You were healed within an hour. Maybe 2 at the most. So. Lanfear kind of nods at you, and then she points down.
And I, you know where I go. All right, now slowly take us down.
Okay, here we go. Oh, you said slowly. Okay. And
What kind of moon was out tonight?
A romantic kind.
a new moon. There was no moon.
That's bad omen.
Which is probably why you were able to see that blue flame. Because there was really pretty much no other light. So,
At least we know he's still on fire.
either that or he's just not
Caring.
caring to hide his appearance anymore.
We already saw him, so.
Exactly. So, yeah. So Flammy swoops down and brings you guys in for a landing and sets you in front of the castle.
And now, what would y'all like to do?
Insight check. As Lanfear and Oathmeal make some kind of gestures.
5.
5.
It's too dark for me to see.
No, you can see, but you're not sure what they're trying to get across. But they both look like they're getting ready to, well, actually no, they look like they're ready to accompany you. Like they're not sure whether they want to accompany you or go off to try and start working something, but they, after kind of some gesturing back and forth, they do seem to kind of settle on they would like to follow you.
It's gonna be about how long until he gets here? Roughly?
A few days.
I wish I were to Flammy. This is Oathmill. You need to take her to the surrounding villages around this area. And then try to prep them to start heading back this way. I go, Oathmill. Go with the drag. Hold on tight.
You tell her why?
Okay. I was about to say.
We're gonna try to get those the surrounding villages around us evacuated and into this town where it's safe.
Oathmeal gives you a thumbs up and gets kind of a questioning look from Lanfear, but then she kind of gestures to her like it'll be okay. I'll be fine. They hug really quickly, and then Oathmeal climbs on top of Flammy.
And they right before they take off, any trouble, head straight back, no matter what.
Oathmeal nods to you, and she gives you a thumbs up and flies away. Heading inside?
We head inside.
Okay.
Sorry, my flapper's all over the place.
Lewd.
I just took a ride with two girls. What do you expect?
Oathmeal thumbs up is one of Oath's emotes on Twitch. Nice. Nice. So inside the castle, a couple of guards stop you and sorry. Are you with the party who just came in a short while ago?
Can you describe what they look like?
There was a very prominent sage and a couple of warriors and a spellcaster.
Was one of them in green?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guides you that way, and you enter a sort of a war room, a bit of a conference room. There's a large table, a bit bigger than this one, sitting there with a map of Pandora spread out, a smaller map of Tasnica on the wall. And so the rest of the party is in there, as well as the king and a couple of other guards and so on, and Luca. So, glad you could join us.
Luca.
They've just finished filling me in on the situation. This is grave. They must be attacking. I suppose he's attacking because change of power. We might potentially be at a weak point right now. Perhaps that's the reasoning, but so out of character for Reese and Elsinore. Generally just assuming that not a whole lot of conversation has happened other than letting the king know the extent of the situation and why the fuck he was gotten out of bed for this. So,
I guess since I'm here.
So, we are faced with a
Damn it, that was a miss.
strict time limit, and that was a miss too.
I'm not right.
That was a critical one.
Here's what.
So we're faced with a strict time limit to prepare the city for God knows what kind of attack we're going to be facing.
It's probably going to surround us. If I'm thinking military, best course of action as you built that army is surround us and overrun us. We fortify those walls with spikes. Because the only other option is come through that front gate with hordes non-stopping. Wear us all down.
There's 3 gates.
He's coming from the south, the west, so. Can't miss her, she's a big blue flame at the moment. I just checked.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah. I heard in the background, so she's very not happy.
We'll evacuate the townsfolk from the southern portion of town as well and get them into the city.
I have Oathmill outside the city trying to get as many people here as we can. That way the army doesn't grow anymore.
You mean the southern portion of the city or
Outside.
outside?
Surrounding towns.
Right.
That dragon's quick. It can be done. I don't know how many we can fit on a dragon, but
Where did you find such a thing anyway?
she gave it to me.
Understood.
I don't know why I'm entrusted with a dragon, but
Well, seems it seems it was a good choice.
Reese,
And-
under her breath says, "I doubt."
oh my mosquito. Sorry.
Relat has proven itself a worthy ally.
They have good food too.
I'm on the spicy
Well.
side, but you know.
Hopefully, I'll get to try it one day.
Yeah.
So, how would you suggest proceeding with the fortifications?
Hordes of zombies. I think spikes would help for sure. They'll slow them down at least.
So, spikes along the ground, outside the walls, or
yes.
okay.
Have your archers be equipped with flaming arrows if possible.
As much alchemical fire as possible.
You know that is next to impossible to put out, right?
Yes.
We need to build a trench around
Yes, Tails. I would love to see them in just a little bit.
what little spot we can. Build a trench. Pour oil in it. That can be your firewall. They won't be able to get through without running.
I like that. I'm not sure if we have enough time to dig a trench that size, but we can certainly try.
From what I saw, we have about 2 days. So even just getting it right on the west part of the wall where the gate is would probably be enough to slow them
We,
down.
we should be able to ask. We could ask Nom to help with the trench part. That would help with that.
Luca says that would be a good idea.
Oh, let me ask. Hey, Gnome. Hey, King, you got any beer?
I beg your pardon?
Just answer the question.
Of course we have beer.
Bring it out, please.
What kind of place do you think this is?
You want to see
Go
something
ahead,
cool?
soldier.
And Gnome, I got royal beer for you if you come up here.
One of the guards turns and leaves as a minute later there's a bit of a splitting sound in the ground, and the bricks just split apart, the stone splits apart, and Gnome just kind of pops up. Yo, what's up, Chief? How you doing?
Not too good, since we just, set Thanatos on fire with alchemy fire.
Oh man, that's
She's pissed.
That's lit.
that stuff makes great alcohol though.
I bet.
Makes some awesome whiskey.
Well, I have one flask left, but I'm saving it.
Aw, saved for a special occasion.
Well, we did a trench around this place.
Oh, that's not too bad. So what, around this little building?
Around this entire town.
He kind of leans forward and kind of almost looks like he's looking at the ground. And by the way, the king is like, what the fuck?
Hey, I said I was about to show you something cool.
So, Gnome seems to kind of look at the ground a little bit, and then he kind of knocks on the stone.
We're in a castle.
He goes, I know that, you idiot.
You're the one knocking on the ground.
He goes, I'm getting a feel for the resonance of the stone to see how far it extends out to.
Okay.
He gets a feel for the lay of the city pretty quickly, and he... Alright, I'll see what I can do. How long do we have?
2 days. And then she'll be here with an army of zombies.
An army of zombies. Okay.
That's expanding as we speak.
Cool.
If not, at least fortify us with some spikes, bro.
Oh, that's easy.
Or some pitfalls.
Dryad could do the spikes for you, thorns. But yeah, I'll get you. I'll get you a trench. Where's the most important part?
She's coming from the west.
Okay. I'll get the west done first.
Thank you.
And he just looks at the king. The king he looks up at the king, goes, "Adios, your majesty," and he just dives head first back down into the ground, and it closes right back up. And the king is just,
Did he even take the beer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always assumable beer's gone. By the
yeah,
time
we
he
just,
goes.
yeah.
We just kind of handled that part. It got to him.
I did forget to specify the guard coming back in, and WTF, and okay, here's your beer, sir. But yeah.
You want to
So-
summon Dryad?
She likes you.
Don't know why.
Yeah, you threw a rock at her.
I know. Let's not express that. Let's see. Green gem. I'm flipping through the pages.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
And there's a glowing gold energy kind of swirling around the room, and it slowly forms together and coalesces into the form of Dryad, and she... Oh, hi. What are you... Oh, you're a king. Hi. I don't really know how to... Hi. What do you need?
Put my hand on her tree bark shoulder.
Hi.
Don't freak out. But Thanatos is on our way. We need you to fortify the walls around this city with the toughest spikes you can make. Slow down that zombie horde he's creating.
At least 20 feet out from the walls.
In that moment, you see a look on Dryad's face that sends chills down your spine.
I need to go pee now.
As she smiles. And she goes, "Oh, I'll give him spikes."
Eh?
Where and when?
We have 2 days to get it all fortified.
From the west side.
We get most of it on the west side. That's where she's coming from. We need to fortify around it so they can't spread around and swarm the city and flank us from behind.
Do you want to funnel them into a certain position?
Most likely try to keep them at the gate. We have gnome building a trench so we can pour alchemy fire in and just slow them down as much as we can.
So at this point, she's looking at the map. And she goes, "Okay, where's the trench going to be?" So I'm assuming that we're talking about probably maybe this dark line here.
Yeah.
Okay. And just going straight down south.
We're hoping for 50 to 100 feet drop.
I don't know if that'll take a while for it to fill up.
Yeah,
We do have Salamando.
Yeah, but if we can get alchemical
Still,
fire in there.
if you're filling it with alchemist fire, that's going to be ridiculously expensive. You really only need like 5 feet.
5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you want the flames to be jumping up above the trench.
Yeah. Also just wanted to see him tumble down into the fire of hell and just... Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, but if they jump over it, then
There's...
Yeah, there's zombies.
That's where the
They're not gonna
spikes
jump.
come in. Just jump impaled. I've thought this through. 5
She
feet
goes-
wide, 10 feet deep. We'll have,
She goes, "Okay, I will try to surround as much of the city as I can with these spikes, to make as much of it as possible the most difficult terrain I can manage, so that they're effectively funneled into this area where they have to deal with this trench and Salamando's flame, or whatever you're calling it. And
Salamander sounds like a pizza place.
I was thinking of him being partially a dragon.
Still a pizza place.
He's the Dragon King, let's be honest.
have you seen the elementals that they have met so far, by the way?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Just go on
So-
Discord, they're all on there.
Yeah. So there we've got Undine, we've got Jen, there's Salamando,
Oh my.
there's Gnome, there's Lumina. Oh, that's darker now. I need to fix that. And there's Dryad, whom we are.
Clearly, all these cutesy beings are well equipped to deal with the end of the world coming into
Oh,
Kyoto.
absolutely.
I forget.
Absolutely. And you haven't met the last two, which are Lumina and Shade, as of yet.
Shades of Beholder. Who is fucking Davy Jones on a pirate ship right now? So says Lieutenant Stroud of Vegasol.
Is that
I'm
canon?
thinking I can probably show you now, or wait to show you guys till next week when Lan and Oath is possibly here and can see as well. Hey, either way, Tails.
Just
Either way.
pop up, man.
Yeah. So at this point you have now a plan to lure them all into this narrow area, which can then be lined with alchemist fire
And then get ready for Salamando to have some backup flames for when they get funneled into one spot. We can just burn them through.
and we mentioned fire archers.
That too.
So
Hit them while they're getting
those
spiked.
those would presumably be perched on
The top of
this
the-
wall here.
Kind of have them throughout all
Which
of
one's
it,
the
just
wind
in
spirit?
case.
Jin.
Have Jin stand by just in case some of them get knocked down to catch them so they don't insta die.
Some of what?
The archers.
Ah.
We know Thanatos is going to retaliate.
Mhm.
I'm expecting to have some zombie archers or something in there. Or him
Have
gonna-
some ballistas up there so we can take out
I'm also
lines.
expecting him to start throwing firebolts at the wall just to break
Fireballs. Not fun. Not fun.
through. I remember. I was struck.
Yeah, me too.
I've been struck by 4 or 5 fireballs from either a teammate or that bitch.
That's on you though. You tipped it last
With
time.
more of them coming from the teammate.
You did tip him on the first one.
$38. Bernard rolled a 38.
I'm sure that's a fireball. Either that or a unicorn appears. 38. 1d6 flumps.
6.
And they are frightened by you. They vanish after a minute. Okay, whatever.
The fuck is a flump?
Anyway.
They're floating creatures.
Mm-hmm. Floating little puffballs. That's
They
it.
sound adorable. And tasty. Is it cotton candy?
They kind of look like living cotton candy.
I would eat those in a heartbeat. They should be afraid of me.
Anyway.
You also look the black rabbit, so
I would damn near pet a black rabbit.
you tried.
I'll do it again.
God, that would be funny as hell if you managed to get the black rabbit here and managed to stick it
So
on
if I were to
Thanatos.
roll
You just throw it.
Bernard, instead of summoning a unicorn, I happen to be a black rabbit. Just like, wrong unicorn, but we'll take it!
Kick it out that way. Just no.
It doesn't see me, so I scoop it and I go, shock put! You just see, you won't be getting your body.
Best Underdark creature. Ooh. Oh god.
Someone send me a picture of a flump, please.
Anyway,
This sounds adorable
so
and tasty.
all right. So we got a plan, or I think we could do more.
For now, I'm just worried about fortification and trying to keep these people alive.
Okay. And let me think here.
Lucky.
I would eat the shit out of that.
What the hell? No.
Is that hentai? Did you send them hentai?
That looks like it could become a hentai creature.
Oh. Are you looking at the flump?
I will
Yes.
flump it.
Okay, yeah.
Well, right now I'm just marking red all the millions of pings that I've had on Discord, but
Checking out
yes,
these
I looked at the
selfies.
flump. Thank you for posting that, Chromature. I will have nightmares tonight. So, Luca at this point chimes in and points out that she can cast. What was the spell called?
Thunderbutt.
Luca.png.
Sounds like something you'd get after eating a Taco Bell.
Underbutt, yeah.
Every Tuesday.
Guards and
Thunderbutt
wards.
Tuesday.
Guards and wards. She is going to cast guards and wards over the entire entry of the city. Which is basically a pain in the ass to get through for anyone who has to go in through it and doesn't know the password.
Password is just 1, 2, 3, 4. They all get through.
Password is sexy bitch 901.
All right.
It is Luca saying it, so.
She points out that okay, you know, this is all well and good, but there's always a but,
Yeah.
a thunder but.
Tacos, man.
But Thanatos will probably make it through anyway.
Yes, we need to.
Isn't
So, where do we take him on? What do we lure him into?
Well, hopefully we can just keep them at the front gate. That way, while the guards and the spikes and the fire's taking out the horde of zombies coming, what's left of what we can use will be focused on him. Battle tactic. Here's that ugly bitch on fire.
Does the red represent the flame?
Yeah. Let's see, there's what, 6 of us now?
Something like that. I don't know.
And these are all the peasants.
Me, princess.
I keep losing track.
See, my plan is to
Bernard,
take all of these and throw them.
Miel,
Yeah, you would be a good leader.
and Lanfear. Yeah,
You
there's
need-
all of us.
Tails says you need to find a place with not much things, then a cool action fight scene can happen.
Well, I mean, when he walks through the town, there won't be much things left. So.
I mean, you do have these big open fields out here, but it's getting him there,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't think open field is to our advantage. We want to kind of like sneak up on him without him getting spells off on us. Hopefully.
I mean, hell, you can try and lure him into the arena. That would make for an interesting spectacle. But
Ooh, what if
Maybe
we
just
challenge
town
him?
square.
the town square.
That's probably the quickest way we can get to and the most open space that we will have without him veering off somewhere else.
That's possible. And at this point, the king kind of points out that the majority of the town is very close to there, as majority of the population.
We'll evacuate them.
Exactly. So
Get
those
'em all
empty
into the field.
fields Those empty fields could be of use.
Have them raise their hands because we're gonna need that mana. I will mana bomb the shit out of this guy. Give me your
I know he's off
energy.
screen, but he's leaning back doing this.
Give me your mana. Give me your bits. The power of bits compels you.
The power of bits compels you.
Each bit donated is does it spin?
Can we make it spin? Oh my god.
This is the new fidget spinner. It's gonna catch.
Oh my
everybody.
god.
It's the Hidget
Yes.
spinner.
The new viral sensation, guys. You saw it here first.
Woo!
No.
Yes.
Anyway. I need a real drink now.
It's in your cabinet.
Yeah, I know.
Crack it
That's what
out.
we need to bring next week.
If I make it.
So, is that our plan then? We're gonna try and fight him in the town square and.
There's also a park. That would be a scenic view. Is
Oh,
that a
yeah.
park? What is that?
Yes, that is a park.
We'll kill Thanatos and then smell the roses and
And then oatmeal.
wait, smell oatmeal? What?
I'm getting everybody in line.
Ah,
Oh, I see. I
that's
see.
another good line. It's more of a pun.
What if we paid Thanatos to just go away?
I know, right? So what do you want? Like, why would you want to do this? It's going through so much trouble.
I wear the glove of ending. No more Thanatos.
And Dryad pipes up again. She says, I have some ideas. I'll work on something else too.
Wait, if we get him inside the water in the park, can our water thing do anything special to it?
She could.
Undine can freeze him in a spot, one spot. Block him in. We can use that and block off a path that he has to follow.
That's a waste, though, to do it for that. And we can use it as damage.
With large supplies of water like that, Undine could do a lot. But it would take more than the pond over here. It would be more like getting him into this body of water.
Okay, new plan. Reese is gonna be like seductively being like, "Come here, Thanatos," and then we're gonna kill him in the pond.
I don't-
Cut her dick off.
that sentence has some problems in it.
That's the best way to say it. That sentence has some problems in it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Clip it. You need to clip that.
Oh god. Yeah, that just got clipped.
The one time I do sleep.
Anyway. So what's what else then? Anything else?
I'd like
We need
the
to find a way to
king's-
get the other two here.
The other two?
Spirits.
Dryad says we can communicate somewhat. I'll see what I can do.
Because without all of y'all, we won't be able to make this sword strong enough to cut that bitch down.
She says if that's the case, try to hold off until it's you against him, and then summon all of us.
Don't tell Luna.
Don't tell Luna.
Or what's her name?
Luca?
No, the other one. The one that hates shade.
Lumina.
Lumen. Don't tell Lumina we're trying to get shade here.
Lumina will get over it.
Hopefully. I saw what she did to the wizard.
They've worked. Look, they make a big deal out of it, but they have worked together before.
They're into it.
Why don't they just kiss and make up already?
They will. By the end of this, they will.
It's gonna be that kind of campaign. God. I've missed having you here, man. All right.
So what, do I just put y'all in a glove and then summon y'all, or do I wear a suit of armor at this point?
We'll build you a gauntlet. Yeah.
Do I snap my fingers? Come on, work.
Avengers alternate universe where Thanos is actually one of those people who just can't snap his fingers to make. Shit!
I don't know how to do it. So he claps.
Doesn't work. Shit. You should have gone for the head. Fuck, never mind.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
Reverse! Reverse!
Best ending quota is the one to have the final battle with Thanatos and he beats him. Oh god.
I would use every weapon in my arsenal. I will even bring out my flaming sword of disgust.
Oh, yeah.
You just like fling it at. Yes, there's a sword that we rolled up random properties on a bunch of magic items. To activate his bag of holding, he has to draw blood and touch it to the bag of holding to be able to open it. Random weird properties like that. The one he rolled up for this flaming sword was that he is disgusted by it whenever he uses it.
Oh. Okay. I thought it was the bag that made other people disgusted.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, have you tried snapping with thick gloves, let alone a massive gauntlet? It's
True.
hard.
Snapping for me is hard in general.
How would you know about snapping with a massive gauntlet, Chromature? Are you Josh Brolin? That'd be hilarious.
Fun fact, Josh Brolin was in the movie of...
What is that emote? I don't recognize that. Sip. Just very smug. Might be. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure Josh Brolin watches our stream.
No, where you see a Thanatos picture roll up and it says Josh Brolin was here.
I think you mean Thanos.
No, it's gonna be Thanatos because he's watching our stream.
Mm. Anyway, is there anything else that you'd like to cover with the king while you have him and his
Can
undivided
I have
attention?
his permission to essentially conscript the entire population?
For
Strip the entire population.
That
conscript.
too.
Conscript.
Oh,
We can do both. I'm down with that.
I heard. Can we?
I don't know. You see
strip?
some of them. You might not.
Have you seen his face lately?
Conscript the entire population to what?
Everything. Basically, use them as manpower to help with all the.
Trenches, the fortifications.
Yes.
That was the king informs you he was already going to do that.
Okay.
So that.
Another thing.
Mhm.
Would he consider a one-time pardon for any usually undesirable elements who would like to help us out? Like if there's some kind of thieves guild in the town, or something, you know.
I mean, I figured there would be with Oathmail.
Yeah.
Sneaky little bitch. It happens to be a trap.
He looks. Make a persuasion roll.
Nope.
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 He looks not too pleased with that idea, but he's.
I mean, it's not that bad.
He does say that he'll consider it.
Okay.
He says right now, honestly, I am still very tired. I will think about it tomorrow. The first thing that I'm going to do is draft the order to conscript everyone as labor to get this done. And so that decree will go out first thing in the morning.
Last night I woke the fuck up. Sorry, the song stuck in my head.
That's a song? Okay.
Yeah. John Bellion.
Okay. So, Lanfear is nodding. She seems to think this is a good plan. Luca seems okay with it. She says, I think our chances are as good as they are going to be. And I will say that Bernard will have the chance to retroactively participate in this and add whatever ideas for fortifications he might have.
Don't be changing up my ideas over him.
So,
I have good ideas.
Add to it.
yes.
I have good idea.
So,
I do declare.
You just need a straight Southern gentleman on one of your characters.
That's gonna be my next campaign that I'm in.
And he's gotta, like, if you do a ranger, he's gotta be that straight.
High noon.
Kind of that, like, just Southern outdoorsman.
mm-hmm.
Bubba the Clown.
Now, one thing that has not really been addressed by the story so far is how Thanatos came back. And that is something that, at this point, Luca asks. Does anybody know?
No, we kind of just met him in a tower. He had a creepy young dude with a third eye. Then he took a chick's body that happens to be in Mannonite.
Right.
Maybe he was never really gone.
No one's ever really gone. Eh?
Okay. I love you 3000.
No. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you?
Would I know?
Everyone can attempt an Arcana check if you wish.
I mean, +2 is a +2. You rolled an 8.
I was just giving up for you.
You wanna roll? Sure. So I rolled a 9.
Yeah, you guys are putting your dice away. We still have 30 minutes.
He rolled a 1. I'm gonna use my.
natural one.
Reese does not know anything about
I'm
this.
gonna go ahead and
about
use,
this dark
since
stuff.
I'm gonna be
Still
fighting
drunk.
tonight. I'm gonna use my 1 inspiration for bringing food.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my other roll.
Thanks.
okay. You have heard stories of liches and things like that, which you assume Thanatos to be, and that they can only be truly destroyed if their phylactery is destroyed as well, and that it is typically very well hidden. You assume that the heroes who destroyed him ages ago simply never found his phylactery or never knew that it was a thing to look for.
So do we have a general idea where it could be?
Well, this is something that Elsinore knows.
Ask that question.
The question is whether Elsinore informs the group of this.
I would tell Luca what my speculation or theory would be.
Okay. She kind of nods slowly. She says that would make sense. I can't think of any other reason that he could still be
Rabbit
around.
goes in the hole.
He was human. He wasn't long-lived enough. The only reason I'm still around is because I am that long-lived, but
You old bitch.
She
And in the background, what is that? You don't want to know.
no, she mutters something at you in Sylvan and then just continues talking.
Yes. Still flapping.
Oh, you speak Sylvan, don't you? I believe.
Do I?
Oh yeah.
Breeze, languages, Common,
Sylvania.
Elvish, and Sylvan. Yeah,
What'd she say?
she called Quota some very nasty and vulgar things.
Oh. No. So at first you gasped. It's like, actually, yeah.
And it's only a short time meeting quota.
To be fair, her parents is the one that's trying to get us together.
I heard it very differently.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I was just gonna tell your parents, yo, what's up, and bounce. They invited me to dinner, gave me a free pair of clothes that I happened to find.
That you happen to steal.
Fine, fitting at all. Then I slept over at your place, which I was fine leaving, but you said sleep.
So basically, the way Quota remembers it, he just went there and they were like, "Please take our daughter, take everything, we beg you."
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
I tamed a fucking dragon somehow.
The dragon wasn't ever wild, but
I literally
No,
petted the
that's the
dragon
way he
and loved
remembers
it.
it. He tamed the dragon himself, alone.
this is why Quota should be a bard. Because he does all of the right exaggerations of everything, you know.
I mean, you've already seen me in just a towel. Well, in this case, it would be a towel for me, but what y'all call bedding. I'm just saying this all out loud, not even caring.
You are getting the strangest look from the king.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it.
Right. Ugh. So a phylactery.
You hear
Where-
Reese going, "Ugh, ah, ugh, ugh." She keeps going back and forth. Do you know that scene in Futurama where they're like simultaneously aroused and scared? They're like going back and forth. Ah, ah, ah.
Oh my god.
Hey, he's mine too. You gotta share.
Sharing is caring.
So,
That can go wrong in so many ways.
That's why I said it.
so essentially, even if we defeat Thanatos, unless we find his phylactery, he'll come back eventually.
It gives us time though.
It does. That's what I'm thinking.
By that time, our children's children's children will be dead.
I'm not sure it works like that.
Oh, never mind.
Let's just say
But-
we get taken. We don't come back.
But if we do
When you have the specific set of
succeed
skills.
in destroying him, it will make his army that much easier to destroy. Then he has to take time and rebuild. So it would be a while before we heard from him again. But when we do, that could be troublesome. So, we have a plan, and it should buy us some time. So, are we good?
I could go for a drink. How about you?
I think I'll pass.
Let's go.
Wow!
Lanfear is giving you two the strangest look right now,
I'm like, go on, Lanfear, let's go
Especially-
drink.
especially after the towel comment.
I can explain.
Don't worry, he's just trying to make you jealous.
Of what?
I don't know.
Well, she does not have her ex at the moment, but you get the feeling that if she did, she would be like,
She still has hands.
Yeah, true.
yeah, she does kind of look at you and then kind of looks over at Quota. And
Just
kinda,
remember, you wanted to meet this lady.
Oh, did I? Yes. Yes. Nice to meet you.
You were very enthused about meeting her because she kicked my ass, and yet you're wanting her to be jealous over you.
No, I'm saying that so she doesn't kill you.
I don't care if she kills me. I'd be pleased.
the original thing where,
You're into that. Okay.
oh
I
my
don't know.
god,
I don't know. Sorry. I
Oh.
just assume.
What is it, a 3 and a 10? Hey, I would have made it in the box.
Some people
But
are
it bounced.
into getting killed. You know?
Just like Thanatos is into dead bodies.
He is.
She-
Yeah.
well, I think it all just goes downhill from there. So
Goes. We've
as
been
the
downhill for a while.
as the meeting adjourns and everyone begins to set about with their tasks to prepare Pandora for this imminent invasion. Oathmeal out gathering civilians. The next several days pass and she returns with...
Several days, or?
Remember, I told you it was a few days. I said all of these summons would come back off cooldown.
Okay.
You made up the 2 days thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So the next several days pass with a lot of people having been brought back safely. Oathmeal ends up reporting that some towns she was too late. Hulkenberg is gone.
Yeah, we saw that one coming. We didn't care about that one, really.
Yeah, we didn't even try to save him.
Nekomir is safe, Frankie included.
Damn it. I mean, yeah, Frankie! Cheap bastard.
And having explained the situation to Frankie, Oathmeal kind of catches him up on what's happened, and he comes up to you, Quota, to thank you personally, and he's like, "I'm telling you, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, because you gave Oathmeal that big dragon, fluffy dragon thing, and
I picked Frankie up,
ah!
and I sat him on my shoulder. I'm like, let's go to hell.
What? Are we going for a ride on the dragon?
No, we're gonna go for a drink.
That would be the best pet ever.
She is. She also understands you.
That's awesome.
Right.
What kind of drink are we going for?
The good kind, because the end is nigh, my friend.
Damn. And with that, on that somber note,
The end is nigh.
I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and call it for tonight. So, next week, Tuesday, VR Chat Improv as usual. And then next Thursday, May 23rd, season finale, and also the 1-year anniversary of this stream. Try to tune in a little bit early if you can, because right when we start, I'm going to try, hopefully if I can get it edited in time, to have a fun little video to show at the very beginning, and then it's into the trenches. Once more into the breach.
What are these messages? I just got another one from Lucid Polecat 558. Said was
Okay,
up there.
so it ends today with Frankie getting a piggyback ride from Quota. Yes, that's right.
Shoulder. He's just sitting on my shoulder.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't put him on my back. He's not worth it.
But yeah, so next week, the party versus Thanatos.
All my dice are coming out.
That is happening.
All 3 bags.
And so tonight we are going to raid Captain Blackrock. And after the season finale, of course, I will be on my trip to the UK, Bradgate Park, and everything else. And I have to check a couple more details, but it's possible that I may be able to, like I had said in VR chat, was going to be able to stream from Bradgate Park's visitor center where they have Wi-Fi, but not at the actual house. Now it's looking like I may be able to stream from the actual house if I've got good enough reception. We'll see. I've got the data to cover for it, so see how it goes. So on that note, let's see. Let me go ahead and pull this over here. Captain BlackRock. Let's open that up. Seize and shoulder ride. Okay. There we go. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Look, he's built a wall and he's killing zombies. So.
He's built a wall and he's killing zombies in Minecraft. There you go.
And he's flying.
And he's flying. So it's a Minecraft version of what's about to happen next week here. Except I don't see Thanatos anywhere.
Yet.
Yeah, we don't see an Enderman.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a great week. We will see you next time. Raiden Captain BlackRock, show him some love. See you later. There we go.